All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Um, I- I'm just gonna run through the events while waiting for people, so that we can either run through the Saga Frontier 2 upcoming attack. So it's gonna cover the lords and the egg battles. Hopefully, I would be able to help you manage the battle better, or at least set expectation on whether the battle is doable at this time or not. Personally, I feel that it's a little early for the battle to be released in global, but global exclusive and stuff and buffs and stuff. So maybe we can manage it. I don't know. All right, I'm just gonna do the events real quick. The current ones. It's a like a pre 4-year anniversary event. Um, it's more of a training stages where you can start with 20 BP and be able to train your skills faster. So that's what I'm gonna do. And yeah, I have been lacking a lot in progress for content in in JP and in global. So in JP, I haven't progressed in the whatchamacallit, in the attacks, volcano and what was that, Undine, and then I still haven't cleared romancing for Time Lord and Galahad. So if we have the time, we can run through it, but I would rather focus on egg, so that um, hopefully I might be able to help anybody who still doesn't know or hasn't watched any videos yet to be able to prepare better. But yeah, um, that's my goal, and I know I started late, so hopefully there would be some people who would join. If not, I know a lot of them would be watching the replay, so hopefully I can put the timestamp on the comments, and then people can just jump through the sections that they want to watch. I also wanted to cover the banner, the new one. So there is a Romancing Saga 3 banner with, so there's a double banner with Ellen, Volcano, and Undine, and then the other one that with Dream Lord, I think, or Dream Demon or something. I don't know. It's in kanji, and then Muse and Charles. So we can run through that as well as the new banner, the new Bune, and then it's a dragon festival. How they dubbed it, because Bune is the dragon lord. Has the title, and then all of the other units in the banner are all dragon. So Genchan, Snowy, Dora, and Gwen. So yeah, we'll run through all of those. Right now, I'm gonna do the event and maybe get some jewels. And first off, I don't know. I guess this would be mostly for people watching the replay, but I would like to apologize for my absence. I Work has been really hectic these past days, that after work that I don't have the energy to be able to stream, so my apologies on that one. So hopefully, I just started my time off work, so I should be able to stream more. Other than Romancing Saga, I can still stream other stuff. I know I promised Gabrielle that I'm gonna do whatchamacallit, a Castlevania stream, so I still wanna continue that and hopefully be able to finish it within November. That's the goal. Okay. I'm just gonna use whatever. I'm just gonna clear it, and then I'm gonna get serious with training. Once we get to like maybe 7 or 8 viewers, then I'll start running through the egg battle, so that there's more people who can ask questions and be able to prepare better for the battle. Hey Fifole, how are you? Um, I think with all the jewels given in the game, I was able to do 23 draws. I got nothing. I want a Bune though, I think. I heard that she's really good, but we'll see. When whatchamacallit? When the banner dropped, I was really tired mentally. So I, there's a lot of wall of text in these characters, so I didn't read them yet. uh, but yeah, how are you, Fifole? It's been a while. You've been doing good? Sorry, I didn't understand what you said, Fifole. The Yuki and Lee. But yeah. Hopefully you're doing good. And again, just to repeat, for everyone, I'm waiting for maybe 5 people or 5 to 7 people to join. Roughly a couple, maybe 5 more minutes. Right now I see my stream at 9 minutes. So once it hits 14 or 15 minutes, we'll start running through the egg battle and the SF2 lords as well. So just to give everyone a quick overview, so it's gonna be a lot of bosses we're gonna do, SF2 lords and the egg battle, and it kind of follows how it is for Saga Frontier 2. I didn't play Saga Frontier 2, so I had to look up a lot of stuff. So if I say something weird or wrong, my apologies on that one. But yeah, I see 6 people watching right now. Usually I don't look at the number of people watching. Oh, hello. Yoruha-san. Hello. Nice to meet you. Thank you for joining. これは日本版のロマサガです。海外版は明日のリセット、サーバーリセットで、エグの戦いは始めましょう。だから、海外版たちはお詳細、エグの戦いはお詳細です。I'm sorry if if my Japanese is wrong. Yeah. Hopefully I made sense with what I said, Yoruha-san. ありがとうございます。僕の日本語はなんか小学生のレベルです。もっと勉強する日本語は。ああ、ありがとうございます。エグの戦いは怖いですよね。海外版は、the release of Egg Battle in 海外版 is early. So I'm not sure if we would be able to clear it tomorrow. Demo ne, Queen to Sheraha to Fukumen-san de Liam to 第4の西洋を OK ですよね。バレンタインの西洋まだ まだいないです、海外版は。だから、ドキドキのしよう。ドキドキ song. Sorry, I don't know the how to read the kanji, but the Doki Doki song we don't have in global because no Valentine Seo san. Romancing battle, 2 dragon per turn add attack. すいません。はい。ちょっと待ってください。Google 先生は手伝いです。そうですよね。エグの戦いは、なんか長いですよね。全 how do you say it? Full form. Hold on. 完全形 I think. エグの完全形は、長いの戦いですね。34ぐらいでクリアできるかな、エグの戦いは。Okay. The timer on my stream is 14 minutes. So after this battle, I'm gonna do one single on the Bune banner. I'll start with the rundown of the Romancing Saga 3 banner, and quick shout out to you, Bam, and hopefully this would be able to help you when you replay the stream. I was just talking to Yoruha-san. I try my best in Japanese to say that we're gonna have the egg battle tomorrow during the weekly reset, and that I'm gonna give information about the battle. And I also said that because we don't have Valentine Matriarch yet, that I'm not sure whether we would be able to clear it or not. So we'll find out. But I'll do one single first because that's all I have. Nope, it's an A. Okay. All right. Let me record the session so that I can upload it separately for those who just want to see the banner review, and then I'll take note of the time so that I can timestamp it when I finish my stream. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. So let's run through the banner. This one is super quick because it's just 7 days, I think. So this is the Dragon Matsuri. So as you can tell, Bune was dubbed as the Dragon Lord, and then all 4 other units in the banner are dragon. Hold on. Octopus Traveler もやられてますか？はい。Octopus の、まだ、やられるです。I'm sorry if I said it wrong. But yes, I still play Octopath Traveler. 大力の覇者ですよね。I still play that. I just got busy with work and real life stuff that I couldn't stream or create content. So, but yes, I still play Yoru-Hasan. Tairiki no Hasha. Right now in global, we still have we're gonna have the Master of Wealth chapter 2. I think next week is when we're gonna have that. Right now, there's no new content, and then we have Zanta as the feature banner character. Okay, I will start the recording again with this. So yeah, okay, I'll finish this and then I'll read the chat after. Okay, so this one is the Dragon Matsuri. Bune is the Dragon Lord, and then all the other characters in the banner are all dragon. So we have Snowy, Genchan, Dora, and Gwen. So let's look at what they do. So I think the best in the banner from what I heard is Bune. Like I said, I haven't got the chance to read them when the data mine was ready. So this is the art. It looks really cool. And one of the artists I collaborate with, well, she allowed me to use her artwork, Lupinus-san. So she made a really good artwork of Bune. So I'll put it in the comments where you can see Lupinus-san's art. It's really cool about Bune. Okay, so Bune has, first one is a fast support, and then targets to self. So in a battle, you can only use it once, so you can awaken it to BP 0. So it buffs endurance, agility, intelligence, and willpower, extra large effect. And then she buffs herself with defense up, extra large effect, and then gives everyone heat up, large effect. So that's a 15% heat up. Okay, and then second one is 7 to 5 BP AoE. So when the attack hits, it deals moral down medium effect to all targets. So there is no chance. It guarantees when the attack hits, moral down medium effect would take effect. And it lasts for 2 turns. Last one is a 15 to 12 BP. It's a fast single target slash and blunt. It does an attack and then it gives everyone damage block one time. So we covered this in the past where there's 2 types of damage block. So there is a damage block where it doesn't have the one time. That's usually lasts for 1 turn, and you can dodge any incoming attacks coming your way. So that's similar to, say, who was that? Chinese New Year Final Empress, I believe. So she has a 25% chance, if I'm not mistaken, to go in a dodge stance. So that's the same thing, I think. But rather than deflecting, you still take the hit and then you take 0 damage. So say if an enemy does an attack to you that does paralyze or whatever ailment, you might still get the ailment, but you take 0 damage. So same thing for damage block one time. So damage block one time, so as the name implies, it allows whoever has the buff to get 0 damage. And again, you take the hit, you don't dodge it, you take the hit and you might get any effects that's included in that attack, where it be debuff or an ailment. So just to take note of that. And the good thing about the single damage block is you can stack it as much as you can. So this is the good thing about Beachside Labelle, where whenever she does a single target attack, whether it be a normal attack or a skill, that she would follow up with her skill number 1, which has a 25% chance to buff herself with damage block one time. So that's really helpful when I did my run with Egg. Okay, so that's Bune. And then for ability, so she has defense force 2. So attack up, large effect, so that's 15, I believe. And then turn ends, she gets BP plus 2. Second ability is turn end, she gets BP plus 1. And then at battle starts, she gets BP plus 2. So she has power charge 2, and so far she gains BP plus 3 at end of turn. And then last one is uh, maximum voltage according to the kanji. I can read the kanji, the katakana, not kanji. So a turn starts, buff self with heat up, extreme effect, and then it does 5 times per battle. So yeah, extreme effect. I'm trying to count. So medium, small is 5, medium is 10, large is 15, extra large is 20. Extreme probably is 25, if not 30. I don't know. But yeah. Hey Jer, thank you for joining. Do you know extreme effect for heat up? How much it is? I think it's gonna be either 25 or 30, right? But yeah, that's Bune. So she's really strong, and she gains 3 BP every end of turn. So and then she starts with BP plus 2, so power charge 2. So she can use skill number 3 to start the battle. So everybody gets a damage block one time. That's pretty helpful. Okay, let's see the animation. I know one of my viewer, Sort or Stola, is wants to see the animation. I love the animation on that skill number 3. Okay, so that's Bune. Now we have Gwen. So Gwen has scale attack. So scale attack is 2 to 1 BP, single target, slash and blunt, and then gives moral up small effect to self for 2 turns. Next one is Rampage Scratch. So Rampage Scratch is AoE slash and then does a crit to human and beast. So it's 13 to 10 BP. And then last is, I don't know what this is. I'm not gonna try to read it. So it's single target, blunt and thunder. So he buffs self with attack boost, large effect for 3 turns, and then does the attack afterwards. And then yes, Jer, sorry, thank you for the correction. Scale attack is guard up, small effect rather than moral up. Thank you for that. Okay, so ability number 1 is when doing a weak point attack, heals self, extra small effect, and then gives self BP plus 2. And then ability number 2 is Dragon Switch. So Dragon Switch, when you're doing a slash element attack, give an attack boost to self, large effect for 3 turns, and then give BP plus 1 to self. If you're doing a thunder element attack, give a defense boost to yourself, small effect for 3 turns, and heal self with extra small effect. So as you know, Gwen has a lot of slash and thunder element, so Dragon Switch would basically stack the attack boost to himself. And as you know, attack boost would stack with one another, compared to moral up where you can only have one of the higher effect. And then last ability, when doing a weak point attack, gives a heat up to self medium effect, and it can only be triggered 5 times per battle. And then when taking a damage that's considered a resist, or actually when taking damage that's resisted, you know, with proper gear resistance with specific element, he gets a defense up medium effect, and it also triggers 5 times per battle. That's pretty good. So he gets 50% heat up and 50% defense up because it's both medium effect. And then he gets all the attack boost and defense boost whenever you use slash or thunder element. I think the problem with Gwen is there is no slash and thunder for his skills. Excuse me. As far as his previous style goes. So you have to switch between whatever to get the slash or thunder element benefit. Good thing I have Gwen in JP. I don't have Gwen in global. Okay. I like the Dora animation better. The previous style. But yeah, that's Gwen. And then while I have 7 people watching, I just wanna insert this real quick. I wanna give a quick shout out to Ultima Patria, Sato-san, for the awesome hawk artwork we have on display. So his Twitter handle is Ultima Patria. If you have the chance, please visit his page. He does a lot of artwork and mostly it's Saga Frontier 1. And he also does a lot of the other characters like Anya, Liam, and so on. So yeah, Sato-san, thank you so much for your artwork. It looks so awesome, and it's to build the hype for the upcoming Romancing Saga Minstrel Song remaster. But yeah, thank you so much, Sato-san. Okay, continue on with Dora. So for Dora, oh, sorry. Okay, Dora is Red Thunder. It's column. I still get confused with column and row. So I think this is column. Column, heat, and thunder. So for 4 to 3 BP. And then skill number 2, again, column. 12 to 9 BP, heat and thunder. And then last is Draconic Roar. So it's an AoE, heat and thunder. 12 to 9 BP for A damage. And then first ability is a turn ends. For that turn, if there is no damage obtained, I think. So at turn ends, Dora would get BP plus 4. So I think it would be really good for farming because let me see. We'll run through the ability first. Okay. Second ability, improved damage, large effect, so 15%. And then when doing an AoE type of damage, increase the damage with extra large effect, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, I gotta have the translation for the second ability. Unless Jer, do you know what the second ability does? Especially the second line. I think when you do an AoE skill that it improves the damage further with extra large effect. I don't know. And then the third one is battle great tension. So that's extreme effect. So it's tension 6 and then BP plus 1 at start of battle. So tension 6 is 30% attack if I'm not mistaken. His tension 4 is 15, 5 is 20, 6 is 30, yeah. And then 7 is 40. Okay, so Dora starts with 11 and then gains BP plus 4 if no damage for that turn. So, hey Andy, thank you for joining. So if he used Draconic Roar, 9 BP, 11 minus 9 is 2, plus 4, 6, plus 3, 9. Oh, he can do, Dora can do this twice in a round then, the Draconic Roar, with this. That's pretty good. Oh, hold on. Is it? It doesn't say, Jer, if it's column or row damage increase, because it says Zentai Kogeki, so Zentai is AoE. Zentai Kogeki o yobi something something Kogeki no damage ga akeru. So it should be AoE damage only. It doesn't say in any of the text at the bottom whether it also improves column or row. I don't see the kanji at least. Oh. Huh. That's cool then. Thank you, Mr. Sun. And hello, thank you. How are you? But yeah, this is Dora. So the just to be clear, the effect of that ability just impacts Dora, right? Not everyone. Dora's animation is always cool. I love it. Now I love Dora, but I don't have the jewels. Okay, next up is Genryu. So Genryu, or what I call Genchan, because he's called Geni in global. Okay, I don't know what this is, so I'm not gonna read it, but it's AoE 120 BP, heat and cold. The second one is single target, blunt and heat, random 2 to 4 hits, single target, for 8 to 6 BP E damage. And then last one is fast AoE, heat and cold for 17 to 14 BP. Oh, that's cool then. Thank you, Mr. Sun. So, sorry, just to go back real quick with Dora. Mr. Sun shared that recoil damage doesn't impact the first ability, because the first ability, it says if Dora doesn't take any damage for that turn, Dora would gain BP plus 4 at the end of turn. So Mr. Sun confirmed that recoil damage from the previous style doesn't impact that one. Okay, sorry, I just had to share that real quick, and then we'll continue on with Genchan. So Genchan, we run through this one, and then last one is fast AoE. Okay, we run through this. Okay, ability. Power charge 4, so battle starts BP plus 4. And then second one is if everybody is alive, gives everybody large attack large damage up. So that's 15%, I think. And then last one is weak great tension. So weak great tension is tension 6, and then when doing weak point damage, 15% attack up because it's large effect. So tension 6 is 30% attack. Okay, animation. Oh, looks like the attack from Snowy then. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool, the last one. So Genchan would be able to open with skill number 3 because of power charge 4. Okay. We go to Snowy. Snowy looks cool with the scarf. I'm happy with the new Snowy style because I have all the style in global. I love Snowy. Okay, so first one, it's AoE cold and then gives everyone extra small heal. So it's 3 to 2 BP. So kind of like Christmas Final Empress in a way, but Christmas Final Empress has a sun element. Next one is something. It's a healing skill, single target. So it gives it heals for D type of heal. I'm sorry, my mind is blanking. But yeah, it a single target heal and then gives guard up medium effect for that target as well for 2 turns. And then last one is sublimation. I don't know what that word is, but sublimation twister, if I read it correctly. So it's a 13 to 10 BP, single target, heat and cold element. Snowy would buff self with attack boost, large effect for 2 turns, and then do the attack afterwards. The first ability is White Stream. So White Stream at turn ends gives overdrive gauge to self, small effect. And then when doing an overdrive attack, it would follow up with Sublimation Twister. That's triggered at rank 1. That's cool. Because this one is just attack boost to self. So just to repeat myself earlier, attack boost stacks with one another. Okay, second ability, when doing weak point damage, damage up extra large effect, and then when resisting a damage, mitigate the damage with extra large effect as well. So extra large is 20% for damage and then 30% for mitigate, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully I'm correct with that number. And then of course with the overdrive attack chain that he would get over great tension. So over great tension is tension 6, and then increase overdrive and combo damage with large effect. I'm happy, Snowy. Your kit is so good. I can't wait for you in global. Okay, what is this one? Sublimation Twister. Okay, that's cool. Okay. I like that little scarf and Snowy. Sorry. But yeah, that is the banner. I'm now hyped with everyone after reading through the skills because it's my first time running through it. During the release, I was so tired that I didn't read the data mine yet. But yeah, if only I had the jewels in JP, I would try to get Bune and Dora. Dora would be a good farmer, but definitely they might get changed in global depending on where we are when this banner gets released. But definitely, time skip for this banner would be pretty bonkers if they do that. You know, when we got the SaGa Frontier one really early. So we'll see. We're still missing the 27th anniversary for Romancing Saga 3 celebration. So that's why I don't know what they're gonna do in global. In JP, like I said, there's this banner, and then there's also the Ellen and the Muse banner. So we're gonna run through that after. Alright, I'm gonna stop recording for this, and then I'm gonna record a separate one for the Ellen banner. Alright, let me catch up with the chat first before I continue. Jer and Mr. Sun, thank you so much for the assistance. I can only read so much Japanese. But what confused me was so for Dora, it doesn't say in the second ability anything about column or row. At least I'm trying to find the kanji in the statement. It doesn't say it. Because it only says Zentai Kogeki, so that's AoE. That's why I thought initially, oh, it's just AoE. But you guys are confirming that row and column is included as well, so Okay. And then Andy, I think it's my first time seeing your name in chat. I know I've seen your name in the past, but I know I see you in Sher's stream, so thank you for joining. I don't know what you guys think. Do we run through the banner first, or do we run through the egg battle first? I know egg battle is more important. I did the earlier one for one of my viewers, Bam. So Bam has always been curious with the new banner, so I wanted to incorporate that as part of this stream. Hey Tefwen, how are you? Yes, Bune is so cool. And let me share the artwork real quick, and then we'll proceed with the egg as what I shared in the whatchamacallit, when I advertised the stream. Hold on, where is it? Good thing I retweeted. Oh yeah, this one. It looks so cool. So I'm gonna put this in the comment so that whoever rewatches this would see Lupino-san's artwork. And I think Sukuma-san also did something. One moment. Let me try. I know she did something too. Hold on. Let me see if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, she did. So it's this one. Yeah. I'm gonna put those two in the comments after the stream. Those are the artists who allowed me to use their art, so I'm extremely thankful for them. So as much as I can advertise their work, I would do that with in a heartbeat. Okay. So let's go with the egg battle. I haven't prepared any any whatchamacallit, any setups yet. So hopefully we can run through the battle real good. So there are different sections. Oh, so you mean for Dora? That's the what was it called? Like zone mastery or something, right? Zone mastery is it improves AoE for a certain amount, from what I remember. Anyway, I think whatchamacallit, doesn't the free Miriam has that too? That skill. Superior zoning, yeah, that one. Yep, because there's an extra attack up. Okay, so this is the egg battle. So the egg battle consists of two different pages. Well, there's so much pages for the egg battle. So there is the SF2 lords. So I gotta do a quick spoiler alert for everyone. I'm gonna try to just focus on how the egg battle unfolds, not really sharing any story, because really I don't know anything about the Saga Frontier 2 story. But yeah, so how the egg battle works in Saga Frontier 2 is you gotta fight the lords again. I don't know if it's in the final dungeon or you do it as part of the quest. You know how in Romancing Saga 3 you gotta fight the four Sinistrals, and then at the end you fight their true form, and the more Sinistrals you take down, the easier Destroyer becomes. So it's kind of the same thing with Egg. So for Egg, the more of the lords that you take down at the end, that Egg would have lesser form. So for example, I took down all of the lords already in JP. So it's 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So for 6 from 10, I think they're removing 4 maximum. So like for this one, it shows you this is the egg battle. So like the first option, sorry, let me open up my stream. So the first battle, it says egg battle. So the normal form 1, 2, 3, and then it has beast, tone form, and then goes to final form. And then the second one is 1, 2, 3 normal form, beast and stone form, and then final form. So basically you strip out some of the forms from egg depending on how many you took down of the lords. So in Romancing Saga translation, you can try to fight all the forms, just like it's like the greatest achievement in this game. I would tell you that. So this one has all the forms, or you can do like sorry. You would have 9 forms, so it would only be omitting 1 form. Like for the first one, it doesn't have fire form. So the second one, it doesn't have tree form, and so on. So you have a lot of battles to do with egg, and it gets very, very tedious because especially with the full form, that's where you get the full experience of egg. We're gonna try to do it. Hopefully with the party I have here. If not, we're gonna come up with a party. So let's go over the SaGa Frontier 2 Lords first. So for the SaGa Frontier 2 Lords, we have the Water and the Flame Lord. Everybody is aware of that already. We had event in the past for SaGa Frontier 2 on that, and it goes the exact same battle. It's just very sturdy and has high amount of HP. So, the usual Liam strategy would work. No problem with that. For beast form, so beast form, the only problem you would encounter, yeah, this is beast form, right? Let me see. So beast form has LP damage, I think. He has LP damage, and he would buff himself with strength and agility every turn start. So this ability right here, he has buff self with strength and buff self with agility. Strength with extra large effect, and then agility medium effect. And then all of them would have this ability, even egg. So you can't agility dodge strategy these bosses. So what this one is, it buffs hit rate to himself with large effect for 10 turns, and then it stacks with one another. So you won't be able to do the dodge strategy with all of these bosses. And then let me double check real quick. So I believe there is a counter to a certain point of the battle. I don't know when it's triggered. There's triple hit, there's step in. Is it this one? There's poison, toxic gas, this one. This one, death bite. So death bite, it does 2 LP damage to the target. So of course with Liam strategy, you can't have Liam have the death bite. And then what else? Poison claw. So it's poison and LP damage. And that's the same thing. There is that not LP damage, but when egg goes in beast form, egg would have like an IK insta kill ability. So if you're not debuffing egg with intelligence debuff, or you don't have willpower buff, with Paean of Peace, then guaranteed somebody gets IK'd when that skill is used. Okay, so that's beast form. I don't know, do you guys want to try out the battle? The important thing for beast form is you would need to bring at least S style final defense system. That was my method for clearing out the buffs, because just like in golden bomb attack in global, where if golden bomb buffs too much agility, that eventually you won't be able to hit golden bomb. So same thing with beast form, and that's why I chose final defense system. Even though I don't have the SS style, the S style doesn't need to hit the enemy. It would just guarantee cleanse the buff of that enemy. So if you, especially right now, train final defense system if you can. If not, go for your usual defense buff cleanser like rock bouquet for dark wash plus. Rouge has that as well. Rising Nova plus with Rich, Acellus, global exclusive Vampire Lady, and then for Dark Wash plus as well, there is Barbara, the global exclusive one. Yeah, Tone Lord is the best form, right, Jer? That was the last one I finished in all these lords. It's so annoying. Sorry, yeah. I have PTSD with these bosses right here. Because when this came in first, I could only clear Water and Flame Lord and then Stone Lord, I think. I couldn't do Tree Lord because there is that Petrify, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And then Stone Lord is easy. You can do Liam strategy. There's also LP damage, but whatever. This one is doable. Let's go with Jer and I's favorite lord, Tone Lord. Okay, so Tone Lord. There is a chance where he would do sniping. So I don't know what I think when Tone Lord does Psycho Noise or anything that has anything to do with sound, that he would follow up with a sniping skill that's something that debuffs you tremendously. Let me see. I forgot what skill was that. Do you remember? Oh, it's this one. It does an AoE damage, and then all of his attack, it would debuff your strength and dexterity. So with extra large effect, it's not guaranteed, of course, it's by chance, but extra large effect is pretty high. And then, like I said, there is confuse in this battle, and then whenever Tone Lord would use Psycho Noise, he would snipe, basically follow up with this one with an AoE attack, which is like super high damage. So Tone Lord, you would need a intelligence debuffer, so that and then Pion of Peace guarantee, because if Liam gets debuff with this a lot, at least you have Pion of Peace to counter that. And I don't know if you want to bring like Stage Sarah, who would be able to cleanse debuff from the party, or I think who was that? Melissa, right? Melissa can do that as well. So Melissa, Stage Sarah for cleansing debuff to the party, and then you don't have to worry about cleansing buffs to this one, but rather inflicting intelligence debuff to Tone Lord is very important, because there is confuse in this battle. So let's run through the skills. So there's Paralyzed too. There's Thunder. There is Heaven's Thunder. There's Sound Blaster. Sound Blaster is willpower down. So Sound Blaster, I think, is Psycho Noise. Oh, Psycho Noise is different. So there's Sound Blaster. There's Air Pressure. So Air Pressure is intelligence debuff. And then there is whatever this kanji is. There's Ultrasonic Wave. So there's the Confuse. And then Psycho Noise, like I said, intelligence and willpower debuff. And then whatever this is, it debuffs agility. And then there's Terror Voice. Terror Voice is Confuse as well. And then I forgot the AoE Thunder that Platinum Rock has. Forgot what this is. This attack. And then this is the sniping skill. Let me show you. Maybe I can show you the sniping. And just to repeat myself, you can't agility dodge this, because all of these lords would buff themselves with hit rate up, and it stacks with one another with the same buff. And the buff lasts for 10 turns, so really you don't have a choice but to fight it normally. There is no sniping. Let me see one more time. So this one, Jer, for the Tone Lord, you need intelligence debuffer. That was my key to this. So I used Labelle in this one. I love using Beachside Labelle because she can buff herself with intelligence. And to be clear, with all of these SaGa Frontier 2 lords, there is no buff break or debuff cleanse. So do that to your heart's content with this. Oh, there you go. Oh, no sniping. Where is the sniping? That's so funny. So you love using Joe, huh? And yeah, I don't have Robin Gal in JP and in Global too. I'm so sad, but it's okay. Did they change this battle, Jer? Because I thought when when Tone Lord would use like the ultrasonic wave, whether it's single target or AoE, that's where the sniping would happen. Did they change it? Yeah, it's no longer happening. Oh well, sorry I couldn't demo the sniping. But yeah, just be warned that there's gonna be some kind of follow-up. And that boss is super duper annoying, Tone Lord. Okay, Stone Lord. Let's go through the battle. I remember K-san. You know K-san, right? So K-san, he was doing a stream doing Beast Lord, and then he tried, he uses free units only. So he tried using the S freestyle free S Liza from the chapter 5, I think. He couldn't debuff with agility, and I told him use final defense system or Rouge for debuff cleanse, and then I think he was able to clear it with Rouge, if I'm not mistaken, because the final battle blue and Rouge and JP is platinum, so he summoned that before. Okay, so Stone Lord has no ability, so that's good. Okay, so there is debuff cleanse, so that's something to take note of. There's debuff cleanse. Hi, you're saying hi to everyone? Come here. Alright, sorry, Bowie break. Bowie says hi to everyone. There's Uncle Jer and Uncle Tepwin and Uncle Andy. You have a lot of uncles in the stream. And probably aunties too, I don't know. And Uncle Mr. Sun. Yeah. Natsuno Aoi Sora-san, konnichiwa. よろしくお願いします。これは、海外版たちの、プレイヤーです。明日は、サーバーリセットで、エグの戦いは始めます。だからこれは、みんな、海外版の皆さんで、SaGa Frontier 2のボスとエグの戦いはお詳細です。And I'm sorry, Natsu-san, if my Japanese is wrong. I try my best to speak in Japanese. ありがとうございます。Andy, so my dog Bowie just came to me to say hi, and usually she would be licking or flapping her ears, and she just wants to say hi to everyone. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, Natsu-san, I'll be speaking in English a lot. I'm trying to give information to Kaigaiban players with how the battle works, the lords and the egg battle. But yes, thank you so much for joining, Natsu-san. Arigatou gozaimasu. Andy, no, I don't have cats, and my husband is allergic to cats. So, but we got Doggo. Doggo is cool too. But I know cats are cool too. Okay, Stone Lord. So Stone Lord, one thing to note, there's debuff cleanse. There is LP damage too, this one. And then there's petrify. So that's something to be aware of. So this one, it says extreme effect of extreme chance of inflicting petrify. So it would be good to have either on Suzaku Phoenix Rising or Phoenix Dance, right? In global. Excuse me. In JP, it's called the Suzaku formation. So use that and then debuff intelligence because of the petrify. And then we have the usual attacks. This one. Oh, he has a meditation. So meditation is intelligence and willpower buffing. medium effect. And then there's Delta Petra, and then Rock Sting. Yeah, a lot of damage, and then Petrify. Magma Plosion, Stone Bullet, um, Strong Attack, and then Full Body Attack. There's Stun too. Okay. So yeah. Stone Lord is manageable. Just go for the Suzaku formation, intelligence debuff. You're all set. And Liam strategy because blunt resistance, blunt vulnerable. So you should be good with that. Or for one of my viewer, Pel underscore. So he doesn't wanna, Pel doesn't wanna use Liam. So for Pel, it would most likely be Johan. Okay, Anya got petrified. Okay, so that's Stone Lord. Last one is Tree Lord. So Tree Lord, I remember I gotta do intelligence debuff on this too, because I think there is sleep in this one, if I remember correctly. Thank you, Andy. Yeah, Doggo is fine. And actually, my dog, Bowie, we got her from rescue. So she's a COVID dog. She's very clingy to us. Whenever we're at home or when we head out to do errands or stuff, she would wait by the door. Not really anxious that we're not coming back, but rather she's just excited. And then when you go up the stairs and by the doors, the screen door, you would see her ears popping out, and then she would be really excited to see you. It's so cute. Okay, sorry for that Bowie intermission. So Tree Lord. So Tree Lord, there is Dex and Intelligence buffing every turn, medium effect. So if you wanna do debuff cleanse to this, I think I did. I brought Final Defense System to this one to cleanse the buff. So I would suggest to do that because I remember there is sleep in this one. Let me see. So there's this one. This is the annoying skill. Whatever this is. It's like Fall Leaf Dance or something. Because it has red and then there's dance. Yeah, there's sleep. So sleep is inflicting sleep. Small chance for 4 turn. And then there's this skill. It's Pierce. Thornbind. So Thorn Binding, I think, in global. So Thornbind is, it does stun to everyone. Just to reiterate about stun, just to make sure everybody's on the same page. If one of your character gets stunned, then other than not being able to perform action for that turn, you would have 0 defenses and mitigation. So if there is an incoming strong attack and your character got stunned, that character might die. So just be careful on that one. Hey Speedy, how are you? Thank you for joining. I was going through the SaGa Frontier 2 Lords for the past, I believe, 10 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so there's Mega Suction. So Mega Suction is this attack. This is Pollen. So Pollen is poison, medium chance for 4 turn. And then damage, Woodstock, poison, damage, Axel Sniper. So there's agility buffing to self, knocking. This one damage as well. Needle shot and Samming. The Samming is blind. Yeah, like I said, for Tree Lord, Tone Lord, and Stone Lord, you would like to bring at least for Tone Lord and this one, Tree Lord, you would want to bring buff cleanser like S Final Defense System. So and Beast Lord too. So Beast Lord, you won't be able to hit if you don't debuff. Tone Lord, my mistake, you just need to do intelligence debuff. For Tree Lord, you would want to do intelligence debuff and buff cleanser. For Stone Lord, you want to do intelligence debuff as well for to avoid petrify and stun. All right. Hey Kyle, no, I'm doing JP and running through the bosses. So Speedy and Kyle, just to run you through real quick, how Egg is designed for Romancing Saga is the same as how it is for Saga Frontier 2. Think of it like Romancing Saga 3 final boss for Destroyer, where at the final dungeon you would fight the true form of the Sinistrals, and the more you take down, the weaker Destroyer becomes. So same thing with Egg, the more forms you take down, the weaker, well, kinda sorta weaker for Egg. So there is 6 forms. I run through them like roughly 10-20 minutes ago. Water Lord and Flame Lord, we already covered this in the past event, so the battle goes the same way. For Flame Lord, you might want to do an intelligence debuffer. I think because Flame Lord has a Meteor Swarm from what I remember. So let's double check just to be sure. Is there another formation that heals turns other than Tortoise formation? No, Andy, there is none. Right, sorry. There's only Tortoise formation right now in JP. I can show you all my formation right now. There is, Jer? I don't recall. Hold on. There's meditation. Okay, sorry, I autoed my attack. Okay, let's double check. No ability. There's debuff cleanse, there's meditation, there's fireball flurry, crimson flare, burning charge. What is this? It's an attack. Yeah, there's meteor swarm, so there's paralyze in this, so you would want to do intelligence debuff. And then sonic burner, flame, black dragon. So black dragon is 3 LP damage. And then flame whip for more paralyze, attack, and then attack. Yeah. So intelligence debuff for Flame Lord. Yeah, that's the one, Jer, the tortoise shell. The Genbu, right? Let's show Andy all the formation real quick. So we already have this row right here, this row. And then we have these, tortoise shell, and then we have magical shower. So we have this as well. I think the next one is whirlwind, from what I remember, with what people were talking about. So whirlwind is pretty good in bossing because the front part, you would have mitigate damage, extra large effect. Doesn't matter whether you acted already or not. The back slot would be for less agility and less intelligence, and then less chance to be attacked. There's also this one that's really popular with matriarch. Excuse me. So the slot number 1, it gives BP +1 to whoever. Excuse me. BP +1 to whoever at the end of turn, and then there's an action order medium effect, and then strength, endurance, agility, and intelligence 50%. And then 2 and 3 are the ones with agility buff. The 4 and 5 doesn't have any bonus and would have an action order down medium effect for both. Well, slot 4 is medium effect action order down, and then number 5 is action order down extra large effect for slot number 5. And then this one is really good. I love this. This is the kind of like what was it? I don't know what was it called? Like holy wall, but it's the reverse. So this one, it's for when you come up with 3 trainees line up when you're farming. So the front one has strength and dex 50% up, willpower 25% down. We don't care about that for farming. and then there is action order medium effect for both in front. So that's pretty good to have an optimal party so that you can have less action you're doing as you do your farming. And then I think the only bonus here is slot number 4, which is intelligence up 25%, and then willpower down 25%, and then 3 and 5 agility down 25%. So this is what I go for most of the time for farming, unless I'm using a character that's not strength or dexterity based. But yeah, we also have the reverse of the hurricane. So reverse hurricane is the front one has intelligence and agility, and then attack gets attack high chance. And then there's also the mitigate effect, large effect. And then 2, 3, and 4 would have dex up 25%, and then the back part is strength 50%, and then action so pre-action defense large effect. Yeah, so the slot number 5 has pre-action defense boost large effect. Slot number 1 has an post-action defense boost large effect, so gotta take note of that. Okay, going back to our favorite egg. Okay, so we run through all of the lords, Speedy and Kyle. So just like in Romancing Saga 3, if you take down the different lords, I think the maximum of 4 gets stripped out of egg's form. So like for this one, this is the 6 form egg battle. So there's normal 1, 2, 3, there's beast, tone, and final form. So yeah, there's a lot of this. So there's 6 forms, there's 7, 8, 9 forms, and then there's, of course, the, I don't know the correct terminology for that, but rather the hardest form, I guess, is the full form. So you fight, let me open my thread on Reddit because I don't recall the forms again. One moment, please. And like I said, because I haven't played Saga Frontier 2 enough that I can speak really good about it. Where is that? Okay. Okay, so there's basic 1, 2, 3, and then the next one is water, and then there's beast, tone, stone, tree, flame, and then final form. Hopefully I'm able to show you the entire battle because, you know, Egg loves to inflict Starquake on me. And then I'm just gonna use my old party. Hopefully it works. And definitely I'm not gonna auto this. Jer, if you're autoing it, good for you. But for me, I'm not. Yeah, I leave that to Sig to to do an auto party on this one. Okay, so wherever I'm involved with whatever Discord channel for Romancing Saga, I told them the different party members that you need to bring. Of course, there's the DPS. There's Liam, of course. There's other DPS that came around with the new characters we had in JP. So Liam is no longer the only character that can do this. I lost the post where somebody was compiling all the clears that they saw about Egg, and there was a part where it was a Liam. There's no Liam in that party. I think they used Johan and then somebody else, I forgot. And that's why they try to release characters like Ultra Deluxe Laura, and as what you saw in current banner in global, Johan and Misty. So they try to compete with Liam in terms of dealing damage so that DPS is not locked with Liam. There's more to that once we receive the 4-year anniversary rundown in JP, because there is a news about changing the off banners whenever you do a pull in whatever banner, and it only takes effect for Romancing Fest banner if I'm not mistaken. So I don't want to speak too much about it. I just saw a glimpse of it from the Discord and on Twitter. So hopefully after that I can share as much info as I can. That's guaranteed already. Okay, so for egg, you need the DPS. So right now the best DPS would be Liam, but one thing you need to note is most of the players, at least with the videos I watch in JP, they only loaded 4 bullets in Liam, so that whenever you get unlucky and you encounter my most favorite skill of egg, Starquake, that everybody gets LP damage. The only thing that blocks Starquake would be parry or deflect. So I tried to do a double tank party in the past with Masdad and Acellus. So New Year Acellus, she has a dodge stance, and then with Wedding Style, she is able to buff herself to, just like Masdad, she would cover a random party member. So combining that with dodge stance and then with the RNG for Starquake, sometimes she would cover Liam and then would dodge the Starquake for him. So there's dodge, there's the parry. Everything else, if you take damage, you take LP damage as well. Yeah, Starquake, my most favorite skill. So yeah, that's one thing to note if you're bringing Liam as your main DPS. That is correct, Speedy. Partially correct, because most of the skill that Egg does is physical. That's the problem. Shooting Star, you would get tired of hearing this psiu 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 skill. Starquake is AoE, Andy. That's the sad part. Let me hold on. Let me show something. This one. You can play this on the side or however. So that's my like you know how in movies there's like a post-credit compilation of like bloopers and stuff. So that one is like when Egg just obliterated my party. So watch that and you would see Starquake in there too. Alright, so going back, Speedy, the problem with I forgot the global name for skill number 3, but there's not much magic attack for normal 1, 2, and 3. So the magic mitigate would take effect when Egg goes in water form. Yes. What's up? You're wagging your tail. You wanna say hi to Uncle Speedy? Yeah, Uncle Speedy just joined. Yeah. Thank you for the kisses. Sorry, Bowie break. Alright. Oh, I wouldn't even try 1 LP Soji Jer. Even if I don't have Soji right now, I won't even try. I mean, even if I have Soji in Global and JP, I don't have him in both, so I can't try. Yes, that is correct, Speedy. So Scrum Guard would be able to help with defenses. And then, like I said, once Egg goes in water form onwards, there would be some magic type of damage where Gustav's mitigate would help. So yeah, you would need a DPS and then an intelligence debuffer. So an intelligence debuffer, I picked Beachside Labelle because Beachside Labelle, she has this float in the light. It does a single target attack. She buffs herself with intelligence with this one and then does the attack. I just take advantage of the intelligence buff so that when she does rainbow spread, it would be able to debuff the intelligence. This is really important once you hit water form. I tried to do so the MVP for intelligence debuffing is still not available in global, and that would be um, SaGa Soul Tsubaki. So SaGa Soul Tsubaki, she has a lot of intelligence debuffing skill, and then she has a passive where she can inflict intelligence debuffing to the target on attack hit, no chances on rolls. So that's why I don't know if Evil Saigon is in the chat, but I watched Evil Saigon's stream when he was trying to do egg, and it was a double-edged sword with the guaranteed intelligence debuff because um whatchamacallit, Saigon couldn't, it's like guessing at that point where whether he would need to do Tsubaki to do attack or not, because all of Egg's form has debuff cleanse. This one. So there's debuff cleanse. I don't know what the threshold is, but all I can confirm is I was able to do Rainbow Spread with Labelle for 2 consecutive turns, and that didn't trigger the debuff cleanse. So medium for 2 consecutive turns is, I'm trying to do the math in my head, 35% on turn 2. And turn 3, I still didn't get the cleanse. So you gotta be careful with the intelligence debuff, because I think small is 15, medium is 20. Since it's rank 99, so it should be 20. 20 on the first inflict, and then the next turn 75%, so that would be 15, and then plus 20 when doing another debuff, so 35. The other thing to note is there is buff break. Not this one. Where is it? Oh, it doesn't show here. But if you buff enough, and I don't know what the threshold is again. So one thing I can confirm is I was able to stack Paean of Peace every single turn that I can use it. And then with Mastad buffing himself with all attribute every turn, that didn't trigger the buff break. However, when I brought Matcha with me, Chinese New Year or UDX, so you know, Matcha has a passive where she, I think it's 25% if I'm not mistaken, to buff the party with intelligence and heal. So there was a time when I did 2 consecutive intelligence buff to the party, and I got the buff break on that turn where I had the second intelligence buff, and I basically melted it from the battle, because that was already deep into the battle, where water form, of course, magic attack, beast form, physical again, and then tone lord, a lot of confuse, tone form rather. So yeah, I'm sharing my insights to that. I'm not 100% sure whether that is accurate or not. That's just based off how my experience with how many times, with how many times I attempted the battle. For everyone, this is, by the way, where I documented all my findings. And as you can tell, my most favorite part of Egg is Starquake. That's the first bullet point. Hey. So yeah, basically what you wanted to do. Okay, so let me finish the party composition first, and then we'll go through the battle next. So we covered DPS, we covered intelligence. So for intelligence debuff, I tried to use Rabbit, Romancing Saga 2 Rabbit, and New Year Acellus with 400-ish intelligence. They struggle to do intelligence debuff to Egg. I don't know whether because it was too early in the battle, but I struggled in doing the debuff. That's why I had to circle back and I use Beachside Label. I gotta time it where she buffs herself with intelligence, and then the next turn she's ready to do Rainbow Spread. And that's how I was able to do intelligence. I'm sorry, intelligence debuff. But it is very important to have intelligence debuff. Even if I am on Tiger's Den right now, with a full stack of Paean of Peace, once Egg goes in Phone Lord, the first thing that you're gonna get is the Psychedelic Whisper. So Psychedelic Whisper, it doesn't do a hit, but rather inflicts confuse to the single target. Even with Dad buffing himself with all attributes every turn on top of Paean of Peace, he would still get confused. And let me show you my gears for this. Just to emphasize how important intelligence debuffing is. So Dad already has 16 resistance. So that's basically nothing. It's because of the gold feather charm. I don't even have the plus form, and then I have the all resistance. Okay. So going back, you would need DPS, you would need intelligence debuff. The next one is you need to have Matriarch. It's extremely important to have Matriarch because of Paean of Peace. I'm sorry I kind of went on a high tone on that one. But Paean of Peace is, of course, your defenses as the battle goes on. For ailments and the magic attacks that you would expect on the latter forms. Water, fire, water, flame, tree, tone, and final form. Final form genocide is scary. And then there's also Dad. So Dad is very helpful with tanking because overdrive heal. So you would want to Dad to be tanking as much as possible, and this is the reason why I brought in the second version of Liam. So second version of Liam has some kind of dodge strategy in him, but the condition is full HP. So as long as he has full HP, he can dodge at large effect. So that's 37% chance, and then yeah. But the downside is he doesn't have a pre-charged bullet, so I gotta use 4 turns to charge 4 bullets. And then whatchamacallit, in my clear on that Reddit page, I did YOLO run. So I charged 5 bullets, and I hope no Starquake gets used, and surely enough, no Starquake was used. And the last one could be anybody you would need. So for me, I pick Minstrel. So Minstrel has this one. He has Minstrel Note, which is a 10 BP, gives BP +1 to everyone and extra small heal to everyone as well. If anything, he can always do a one-time damage block. It's a fast skill as well. So, you know, just in case you're in a pinch, you would use that. But I would mainly focus in Minstrel to use Minstrel Note or New Year's Melody if excuse me, if somebody needs healing. And this is why I am very hyped for the, what was that? I forgot the name, Jer. My mind is blanking or going blank. The music festival banner. You know, other than the best character Virgil in there, guaranteed SSSS rank for me. And for anybody new to the stream, I love Virgil, if you can't already tell with the layout. So Virgil is in there, and so does Megami, which is really good as well, and Minstrel. So, yeah, no, SSSS, Speedy, not SSS. There's a fourth S in there. I just love Virgil as a character, Andy. So in global, I try to use Virgil as much as I can. No, not S. SSSS, Kyle. And disclaimer for everyone, uh, Virgil is a row farmer. If you don't need a row farmer, don't pull for Virgil. Seo Jo Rokuke Fukumen Liam. So arigato gozaimasu, Natsu-san. So Natsu-san is suggesting, because we have in JP there's the SaGa collaboration. You can actually use the latest matriarch, the latest Jo, latest Rock Bouquet, and then there's also Masdad and Liam. It makes the battle so much manageable. I saw when the SaGa collaboration released, and then everybody was trying to do the egg battle with the lineup that Natsu-san is suggesting. So I can get to that later, but there's so much capability that those three characters can do, so that's why they make the battle way more manageable. So yeah, arigato gozaimasu, Natsu-san. Yes, you that's the main goal of playing Romancing Saga. You play using your favorites. Okay, so like I said, the last one for the party comp, you can go for whatever you need. I think Speedy earlier was suggesting with Gustav, which is a good option to have, because the magic mitigate for skill number 3. And then Natsu-san, Misty no Misty to Gustavo no キャラクターは海外版はちょっと違うです。Gustav はKaho cover. So cover a party member. I think it's Kaho in Japanese. So Kaho no 能力はいないです。海外版はability で、Scrum Guard と思います。It was changed to Scrum Guard, the cover capability from Gustav. So, and then 第三の技はファストであるです。Yeah, that fast change for skill number 3 is really good for Gustav. Okay, so let's try to do the battle. For gearing, you would like to have as much as you can. I mean, you can only do so much with gears. You only have 3 slots for what you can pick. Just balance it out with pierce, slash, heat, cold, and thankfully there's no sun and dark element, so just slash, blunt, pierce, heat, and cold. You would be good. All right, let's try going through this battle. And just a quick shout out to Silsey. This is dedicated for you. I know I owe you doing the full form egg battle during stream, so hopefully I'm able to do this now. Let me see. I forgot what Aries can do. Hold on. Let me see. One moment, please. Let me check what Aries can do. I forgot already. Okay, so Aries, there is close quarters, so attack boost and defense boost for high chance, so 37%. Small air screen is defense boost to a single target, small effect. And then missile shield. Missile shield is for everyone that's fast. Guard up medium, blunt defense boost, and pierce defense boost. Yeah, that might help because, you know, shooting star is slash and pierce. Sorry. Okay, and One last thing. For egg battle, the different forms would have different resistance and different weakness. So you would notice for normal one, two, and three, that egg is weak against blunt, and then once you get to Tone Lord, one moment, please. All right. I'm sorry, friends. I gotta take a quick break. I gotta take out my dog, so I'll be right back. Maximum of 10 minutes. Just give me 5 to 10 minutes. Sorry about that. Just enjoy the music for now. All right. Sorry everyone for that. Ooh. Okay. Um, let me catch up with the chat first, and then let's go on with the battle. This game, visible boat mobile. Okay. Eingo wakarimasen. Gomenasai. Natsu-san,気にしないでください. I just appreciate you being here. But thank you. At least the glitches are entertaining, blah blah blah. Kore-sama wa shite etekimasu. It. Thank you so much, Natsu-san, for joining. So Natsu-san was saying that he already gotta go because it's already 5:16 in Japan time. But yeah, thank you so much, Natsu-san, for joining. And then despite a sprite of him appearing in the thumbnail, old GP. Super old style all the time. Okay. Old GP visualize unbuyable. Okay. Alright. Let's do this. Let's pray no Starquake and then however. Okay, so just a quick rundown of this new Liam. So the bullet this Liam has is Attack Revolver. So Attack Revolver, it does just blunt damage. However, it gives a small attack boost, I believe. Yeah, it gives a small attack boost for one turn. So basically, the more attack bullets you do, the stronger the attack gets. And then for this Liam, you would have extra damage up when at full HP. So like the hardly wallop kind, but there's dodging. You know how Laura had it? So kind of the same thing for Liam. And then other than that, kind of the same way as first Liam. I inherited anti-material shot, but I won't be using this a lot. Well, I try to and pray that endurance debuff doesn't kick in. Like I said, there is debuff clans you gotta consider. So it's a total of all the debuffs you inflicted from what I remember. So that's one thing you gotta be aware of if debuff cleanse would happen, because endurance debuff from anti-material shot takes effect. Okay, Attack Revolver, and then for Labelle, I'm just gonna spam the first ability. So first skill rather. So first skill, there is 25% chance, it's medium chance, to have a damage block one time casted to herself. So and then it can be stacked however much, and it lasts for the entire battle. I'm just gonna use this. Matriarch, just Pion of Peace. For Mass Dad, Great Adventure, as you already know, Great Adventure, it gives 3 times small defense boost for 4 turns, and then it also gives 3 times of the provoke as well, small effect for 4 turns. So really good. And then for Minstrel, you would want to use Minstrel Note as much as possible, and then use this one is like a protect sword or something. It's a single target, it gives guard up small to the caster. So yeah, that's the rotation. Yeah, taunt or provoke. I'm used to the old terminology, provoke. But yeah, taunt, that one, Jer. That's correct. Alright, so Labelle, the way she works with this style is there is a chance for her to, whenever she does a single target attack, there is a chance for her to follow up with skill number 1, which is the, whatchamacallit, the one with the 25% chance to give herself a damage block. So that's pretty good. And then the reason why I brought in Music Festival Minstrel is because of the thing. At the end of turn, there is a 37% chance, if not 25%, where everybody gets an ailment cleanse and an extra small HP recovery. So just like what you saw on that turn. Okay, no Starquake. Egg, don't listen to me. No Starquake, please. No, I'm not gonna do the Doki Doki song, Kyle. It's too expensive. Yeah, that one is the ailment cleanse with heal. I'm in a little trouble. But we will see. Matriarch, don't die, please. And I warned all of you, you would be tired. You'd get tired of hearing the phew phew sound effects from Shooting Star. No, we don't deserve X destruction, Jer, in this run. No. We're gonna clear it in stream. This is in dedication to Silsey. I promised Silsey that we would have a clear run on stream for Egg, full battle, full form. Yes, I need heal. Go Liam Dodge. Oh no. Wait, thank you for the cleanse. Aye, that's a scary part. Oh, thank you, Kyle. Labelle, you need to damage block yourself. And stop targeting Matriarch, please. No. Matriarch, don't die. Okay, I have Minstrel Note, so I'm gonna gamble with that one. Just keep on doing this. Fine of Peace. I'm gonna survive one turn. And yes, just in case everybody is wondering, you can't agility dodge this because Egg would buff hit rate up every turn, and it lasts for 10 turns, and it stacks. And it stacks. Sorry. So yeah, cannot do agility dodge strategy. And then there's only, so I don't know if any of you watch my Ragna clear. So the Ragna okay, that's good. So the Ragna clear I had, that one had multiple HP. So this one, it only has 1 HP, and then it's divided into how many forms you're fighting Egg. Like I said, normal 1, 2, 3. There's water, beast, tree, flame, final form, I think. Wait, I missed one. Normal 1, 2, 3, water, beast, tone, and then tree. Where's stone form? Wait, after tone, there's stone form, and then there's tree, and then flame, and then final form. Yeah, all 10. Okay, so this should push for normal, normal 2. Normal 1, 2, 3 would have the same vulnerability. Hey Sig, how are you? Thank you for joining. Yeah. Great adventure. And that debuff I got from Egg is agility. So if you have spellcasters, that's why they're struggling to hit Egg. Ah, dead. Wait, why is he not changing form? Am I on the correct battle? Let me see. Or is there a change where normal 1, 2, 3 doesn't show the change of form now? Because if it does, that would make the battle a little harder. Because you would lose count on whether normal 1, 2, 3 is done and you're ready to face Waterlord. Okay, well, let's try it. I didn't got Starquake, but I got pummeled a lot by AoE. Ah. So this is probably how Global would tackle this. No problem, Jer. Thank you so much for joining, and see you next time. So this is probably how Global is gonna tackle this boss battle, because we still don't have the OP units like SaGa collaboration Rock Bouquet and SaGa Joe. So those two are pretty good for this battle. Okay, no deadly AoE and no Starquake, please. That's all we ask. Thank you. Okay, it's pre-action, so that's good. Global exclusive Sig, you think? Okay, I need to use Minstrel now. Prefecture. No, don't do that. That's that's gonna be rough for Global. Let me see. We have 8 people watching, so I think it's the same people. Anyway, I think I shared the stream on Discord, so if people check it out, then that would be good. If not, I don't know if I'll make a post or anything about it. Great adventure. Do I need heal? Not yet. Okay, that's a good thing. But I'm gonna use Minstrel Note now. So what you want for normal 1, 2, and 3 is the as much shooting star as possible. Okay, I need the heal next turn. And then one thing that's been consistent of what people were saying, and I don't have proof about it, so take that with a grain of salt, where if it's even turn, that's usually a deadly turn compared to an odd turn. So I don't know how accurate is that, but if you want to hold on to something where you want to make sure you're safe, then I would suggest to go for that. And I'm sorry if I am less audible. It started raining right now, so hopefully I am still audible. If not, just let me know. Oh, thank you, Kyle and Andy. No, there's no turn count yet. That was the sucky part in Global. So when turn count got implemented in JP, that's when it became helpful with egg battle. I'm gonna do Minstrel now. Sig, do you already know what these characters do? Second Style Liam, Beachside Labelle, Valentine Matriarch, and Music Fest Minstrel? If not, I can run you through. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Nice deflect. Thank you, Liam. Yeah, you're correct. Okay, so now it changes forms. It changed form finally. Call it? So, what was I saying? You would want to change form when it starts on an odd turn. That's what's consistent with what GP folks are saying in Discord. For me, yeah, I don't know how to best deal with that, so I just YOLO my way and hopefully nothing bad happens. So right now, because the second Liam doesn't have Wind Bullet, so he doesn't have BP +1 whenever he follows up with those bullets. Ah! We'll roll with this. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So Liam, during the basic 1, 2, 3 form, that's when he would try to save up a lot of BP. So once you hit water and beast form, you would just use 1 if not 2 turns out of it. Okay, so we should be on basic 2. Matriarch, don't die. Please. Thank you. Okay, so we are on basic 3 right now. When it gets closer to this, the dark element, that's when water form is gonna start. So now I gotta prepare Labelle. Like I said, if you have 400-ish in, that's not enough to debuff, to perform debuff properly. So that's why I brought in Labelle for this. And in global, the one that can be able to maybe have a chance of debuffing is Queen. And I think Sig earlier you did some math about Queen with the maximum intelligence and the maximum percentage with the all status buff every turn. So yeah. Okay, so this is gonna switch to water form. If not, that's a good thing. Okay, so that's a good thing because I can start debuffing and then Dad would be able to Great Adventure so that next turn, because water form would start with 3 times water Aqua Viper. That's really deadly. Minstrel now. So that's why I'm Sig in the first few release of Egg. JP players were using whatchamacallit, Sheraha for Nocturne, because as you know, a lot of these are physical attacks, and then Queen for intelligence debuffing, and then Dad, Matriarch, and Liam. Okay, so this is water form. It looks the same, don't ask why. I don't know why either. So this is water form. Water form changed the vulnerability to slash, pierce, and heat. No longer vulnerable to blunt. And then, like I said, water form would start with 3 times Aqua Viper, and then sometimes would use Aqua Drop, Aqua Bash. So all of the water skill. The sucky part is it might use meditation. I think it's this one that used meditation. Let me check. Oh, not this one. It's the Tone Lord, I think. Okay. But yeah, you gotta take note of the ailment resistance too. I didn't take note for the basic 1, 2, 3. So this one is 300 resistance to stun. After this is the beast form. Beast form is where it's paralyzed 300. That's where there is a super duper specific steps that you have to do where you would be pushing the willpower debuff close to the threshold, and then once it changes to beast form, you would unlock you would all use overdrive and then push some more debuff for willpower and then inflict paralyze at that turn. So if you're successful, you would have 4 maximum, I think 4 if not 5 turns to finish the battle. If not, well, so first off, when Egg is paralyzed, he won't be able to cleanse or whatever, so you go crazy with the buffing and debuffing or whatever. But that's Liam's turn to keep pummeling Egg until Egg is complete. So that's why you have to, that's the, I think, safe route slash really hard to do. Saigon and I weren't able to do it. Okay, so this is where I start using anti-material shot, and then I'll do one more debuff, Lion of Peace, and then let me see. Do you have? Sorry, where's the buff? How many damage block you have? No damage block. Okay, this is a little scary for Labelle, but nothing I can do. I can heal. Yeah, let's do that. Nice deflect. Ooh. Okay. This is why I needed the double debuff. that was close. Because that was a paralyze if I didn't debuff. Okay, please change form. Actually no. Please don't change form. Because I don't wanna... Don't change form. Ah, I changed form. Ah, okay. So for beast form, I'm scared of Rotten Breath. Rotten Breath is pretty strong for attack. That's all I can say. And it's column too, so I'm on Tiger's Den. So yeah. Like I said, this is where you would do the paralyze route. 400 resistance for paralyze, with enough willpower debuff and intelligence buff to Rouge. A lot of the JP players use Rouge. Some of them use Wicked Witch. I'm not sure how it's different, but yeah, Rouge. That's where the paralyze is gonna be inflicted. And then the weakness, the vulnerability changed again. There's blunt, pierce, and heat. And then for skill, this is what I'm scared of, Rotten Breath. So it's a column attack. And then there's a chance to poison. And then this one is the one with the insta-kill, Scissors Break. So it's a slash damage, single target, and then has an extra small chance to inflict insta-kill. Without willpower buff, and it's not targeted to that, there is a, I would say, 20 or 30% chance during my run where if others were targeted, that they would be insta kill. So one thing to note on that. But whatchamacallit, beast form is super duper squishy, so let's hope, yeah, hope for the best, no rotten breath, so that I can show you the other forms too. Because the next one to this would be the tone form. And again, I gotta prepare Labelle so that if she needs to debuff the following turn, that would be really helpful. Yeah, I think Liam won't be able to do a damage that would push this to Tone Lord, but if it does, YOLO. Because I have 35% with 35% debuff already. Right now it's at 50% effect, so 17.5%. Next turn, it's gonna be 25% effect of 35, so that's 10% intelligence roughly. So we'll see if that's enough to not get confused if Psychedelic Whisper is targeted to that. Hey Silsey, this run is dedicated to you, Silsey. Hopefully this is it. The run I promise you, doing a full form in stream. I didn't forget, Silsey. Okay. Float in the light. This one. I gotta heal because Matriarch is at 1000. And then protect. Hope for the best. No rotten breath, please. I mean, that's a low chance of asking because it's an even turn. I said no rotten breath. Come on. We survived. Yeah, this definitely pushes this to Tone Lord. Yep, I gotta heal next turn. And the sucky part is okay. I don't have overdrive. This is a bad situation. Okay. Rainbow Spread. Pine of Peace. Great Adventure. Minstrel Note. That's the only heal I have. Come on, Beast Form, be nice to me. Use Shooting Star rather than your Scissors Break. Don't die, Dad. Use your Shooting Star, please. Dad, don't die. We survived. Taxi-san, konnichiwa. 本当にやばいですね、この戦いは。Okay, Tone Lord. So Tone Lord is not weak against Blunt again. So it's Pierce, Cold, and Thunder. And like I said, there would be more ailments that I didn't said it. I'm sorry. So there would be more ailments that open up as you progress through the battle. So this time, Confuse open up. So a lot of times, if you don't want to do Paralyze, you can do the Confuse route via tone form. And I think, I don't want to jinx myself, but I think I should be able to survive this turn, because Tone Lord would try to do Psychedelic Whisper a lot. So Psychedelic Whisper doesn't do damage. So hopefully, yes. Senor Polinas, welcome back. Thank you for joining. I don't know. You know, whales would have all the power in global, so maybe they would be able to beat egg. But this is really scary. Okay, so Tone Lord, the problem is, like I said, is this one. Excuse me. One moment. Let me drink some water. Whale, Kyle. Okay, that helps. Sorry about that. Okay, Tone Lord, Psychedelic Whisper, it doesn't do damage. It's kind of like horror in a way. So it's when there is no attack. It's large chance to inflict confuse for 4 turns. So large chance is 37%. And then, you know, Egg being a boss has a high intelligence. And then there's also Ultrasonic Wave. Again, more confuse. Bird Song, which is stun. And then there's Debuff Cleanse. So this one, I'm gonna try. I'm praying my hardest to survive this turn, because if I survive this, I would be able to continue the battle, because by then Dad would have overdrive, and I would be able to heal the party. I'm gonna heal LaBelle. Hopefully Dad survives on his own. Yes, intelligence debuff. Okay, that's good. That's good. This one, Psychedelic Whisper. So if I don't do the intelligence debuff, somebody, even Dad, who is increasing his all attributes, whatchamacallit? Even Dad, who increases his all attributes, even with a full stack of Paean of Peace, Dad would still get No! Why is it on tree form right now? No, I'm gonna die. Anyway, so with a full all attribute, with what was I trying to say? With all attribute for Dad, buffing every turn for even small effect, and then with a full stack of Paean of Peace, if I don't do a debuff on Tone Lord prior to moving to Tone Lord, Dad would still get confused. So here's the scary part with this, Kyle. Well, the good part is Tone Lord didn't buff the the intelligence, so this is less deadly. I know this is not tree form, this is stone form, so there is ancient curse, I think. Yeah, this one, ancient curse. So I should be a little safe for this. But this is the one that does meditation, if I'm not mistaken. There is a form that does meditate. Oh, it was Waterlord. So Waterlord does meditation, and then I rush through the forms. So Tone Lord and Stone Lord are really deadly. And luckily in this run, we didn't encounter the meditation. I'm trying to relax my eyes because my mind is going blank as I try to talk. So my apologies on that one if I'm stuttering a little. But for Stone Lord, same thing. You got a debuff. But because I already did 2 debuffs with intelligence, the debuff I believe carries over, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it carries over. So I can't do another medium in just to be safe that debuff cleanse doesn't happen. Senor Polinas and Sig, I don't know. Sig, I already told you about the battle for egg. Excuse me. Senor Polina. So for egg, there is buff break, and there's also debuff cleanse. I don't know what the exact threshold is, but I'm sorry. I have something going on, so I'm stopping a little. Oh, excuse me. So if you do too much debuff to egg, of course, debuff cleanse would happen. If you buff yourself too much attribute buff, buff break would happen. So what I shared to the chat earlier, what I can attest to, I did Paean of Peace every turn whenever I can with Matriarch, and with Dad buffing himself with all attribute, and with Labelle buffing herself with intelligence only on the turns where I needed to debuff. I wasn't able to trigger buff break so far, even on this run. And then for debuff cleanse, I can attest where I did 2 straight turns where Labelle was doing intelligence debuff, medium effect. So medium effect at rank 99 is 20%. So 20% at the first time you inflict it, and then the next turn you would have 35% effect. So the calculation to that is the next turn, because you already inflicted 20%, 75% of that is 15. So 15, and then you did another debuff, so plus 20, so 35%. And that's where I'm keeping the debuff, just to make sure that buff break doesn't happen, sorry, because the further we are in this battle, the stronger the attacks get, especially with spells. I'm not sure whether Saigon is also in the chat, but Saigon can attest to that 100%, or any JP players in particular. Earlier there was Jur as well. Okay, I am a little scared. Oh, sorry. Weakness. So for stone form, there is blunt, thunder, and pierce, and then again all the resistance is back to 999. So tone and beast form was your opportunity to inflict paralyze, if you want to go for paralyze route. And yes, Senior Polinas, I spoke earlier about the paralyze route, where there is a super duper specific step you had to do, where you push the willpower debuff close to threshold, and then by the time egg transforms to beast form, that everybody would go overdrive, do more willpower debuff, and then paralyze from there. And then Liam does an attack. From there, you would have 4, I believe, if not 5 turns to finish the battle, or if you don't, you might die. So, okay, I'm scared that I pushed this too early, but nothing more I can do. I need to heal. That is Ancient Curse. Yeah. So, in my book, Tone and Stone Lord are both the kinda sorta safe round, because they do yeah. They don't do really deadly damage, but if they do, it's manageable. So it's a good time to recover, if anything. For this one, in my recording, this is where Liam got targeted with double water hammer, and because I'm using the second style, that there is second life for Liam, so that was also the reason why I picked second chance. Katte so desu ka? Mada wakaranai, Yoruha-san. この戦いは怖いですよね。 Okay, we checked the weakness, so we're good. I'm gonna prepare Labelle to debuff again, so I'm gonna buff her with... Wait. What did I do last turn? I think I messed up. I got a debuff. She has some intelligence, I think. No intelligence, so let me see. Yeah, no intelligence. Okay. So the reason why I'm asking is I gotta buff intelligence again, probably, and then debuff the next turn. But I need to debuff next turn so that the tree form doesn't massacre me. The party, rather. So, what do we do? Yes, definitely Liam would push this to tree form now. I should have buffed intelligence the last turn rather than use this one, blue windblade. YOLO, I guess. I mean, that's what I do best, right? I YOLO. Okay. I don't need to heal yet, so I'm saving that for next turn. No. I'm thankful Liam dodged the attack. Oh, by the way, so Liam has second life with this style, right? So if I don't want to say it, but if I get hit with that stupid skill and Liam gets LP damage, Liam dies. The second life doesn't help. Oh, I did intelligence debuff, so that's good. So I get a buff this turn, and then debuff again next turn. So this is tree form. Tree form, slash and blunt, and then heat. Resistance is 999 to all. There is this one. When the attack hits, there's a medium chance for him to buff intelligence. So that is the scary part, because which one was it? So there's Aerodyne right here. I don't know what this is, but it's an attack. Where is it? Where is that? This one. This one is so strong. And it's MA. No, it's a spell, so that's why intelligence debuff. But this one is so strong. And then this is the one that uses meditation, so I'm scared. Hopefully he doesn't use meditation. And it's odd turn too. Don't use Starquake, please. Don't listen to me, Egg, okay? Okay. We gotta get out of the form as quick as possible. So we do this, we buff, Line of Peace, attack, Minstrel Note. Onegaishimasu. Okay, not as deadly as I thought. Okay, I saw the intelligence buff, so that's scary. So with intelligence buff and meditation, that first skill earlier, it can do 1000 damage with pre-action mitigation. That was the scary part. Don't use meditation. Okay. I gotta do normal, or I don't know. If I do normal, I would have enough until the final form, because this is tree form, and then there's flame form, and then final form. But I got a intelligence debuff again. I don't know where the calculation is at right now, but I feel it won't trigger the buff break. The debuff cleanse rather. Yeah, I gotta do attack so that I have enough for fire form to flame form to finish it faster. Kind of Peace. Okay, next turn I have heal, so I gotta. Oh, I can heal. I'm scared that Labelle might. Wait, Labelle has damage block? I think I saw some earlier. There is one. Yeah, she just has one. So, hope for the best. Don't get attacked with Shooting Star, Labelle. That's all I ask. I can't overdrive heal because this form is really scary. Ay. If I heal like this, it would be good too. That is correct, Kyle. That is a valid statement. Okay, I'll do heal. Like I said, onegai shimasu. Good damage block. Yeah, that was the damage block I got during the chain earlier with the float in the light, and then she has a really high chance. Oh, no debuff. Oh. Okay, this is scary. And Egg has a lot of intelligence buff. So if this one does Meteor Swarm, I'm dead. Okay, let's run through the fire form. So fire form, intelligence and willpower buff. That's so annoying. So slash and pierce. Of course, heat 999, and then cold. Resistance is just stun and blind, so very very useful. Shooting star, my favorite. Starquake. Don't use that egg. Don't listen to me. Flame breath, fireball. This one is the scary one. If I get paralyzed, run is dead. Sonic burner, flame breath again. Flame naga, air slash. So air slash is, I don't know if it's single target or column. It doesn't say. Excuse me. Okay. There's fire rat, whatever this is. Conflagration, this one. Scorch, and then the spell from Miriam, the free Miriam, I forgot the English name, Fire Spirit, I think. And then there's debuff cleanse, and then there's agility and intelligence. Okay. So this answers all our guess. Where's that? Sig. So this is the one that's whatchamacallit? There is a chance to cleanse, agility, and intelligence buff. I don't. So it's supposed to target the. Of course, the enemy is us. So this answers the question, Sig. So that's why Matcha was triggering the cleanse, because the threshold for intelligence was reached. And same goes for, well, I wasn't using agility. So, but that's why. Okay, that makes sense now. Okay, let's see ability. Ability is hit rate. Okay, what do we do? Okay, so we're gonna do anti-material. We're gonna sacrifice Label. I'm sorry. We're gonna do Great Adventure. Minstrel Note, not Overdrive. That's the best I can think of. I'm saving Overdrive for Final Kyle for Matriarch and Liam. I'm sorry if I sounded weird earlier. I was covering my right face because I was just like, what why are we doing this with our life? I'm questioning all my life's decisions. Okay. What do we do? I know, Senior Polinas. That's why I was saying to Yoruha-san earlier, it's a scary fight. Kawaii no tatakai desu. Okay. So, you guys agree with this decision? I did anti-material, not overdrive. I'm hoping that the debuff intelligence would kick in for Rainbow Spread on overdrive for Labelle. She's basically sacrificed. I'm gonna heal with overdrive with Dad, with Great Adventure, so hopefully he gets a lot of the attacks. Matriarch will just be Paean of Peace. Minstrel Note, not overdrive. So, alright. The usual. Onegai shimasu. Onegai shimasu. Ah, no intelligence. Paralyzed. Can you trigger your passive? No passive. Passive. Come on. If Liam gets hit again, he's gonna... Yeah. And now you trigger the passive. Thank you, Minstrel. Okay, so I'm sorry everyone, I wasn't able to clear it. This is how one wrong move and you just die. So my mistake on this run is on tree form. I got bad luck. He triggered a lot of the intelligence buff a lot during when he was doing shooting star. So as what I showed, the buff carries over to the next form. So yeah, I don't know if I can push this to final form, at least to show you what final form looks like, but we'll see. I know. Are you gonna go final form, Egg? Can you go final form, please? Dead. Oh well. Sorry. But yeah, there's a lot of RNG involved, and once you get to tree form, that's where you just gotta pray that hopefully, whatchamacallit, that hopefully not much intelligence gets triggered. Yes, it's a passive. It's 25% on when the attack hits. Daijoubu desu yo, Yoruha-san. Uh, I already cleared it before. Do you want me to try again and then I'll just rush through it and hopefully be able to show final form, I guess? So right now I have 482 intelligence. I can try to switch out Labelle for Acellus. Maybe Acellus now, because I trained a little with Acellus. So she has 406, not too much intelligence. Let's try it out one more time, and then after that we'll try to discuss something else. Sorry. Yeah, that's how the battle is scary. And now we're back to basic 1, 2, 3. This is where I usually would get Starquake. And with Starquake, I gotta reset the battle. But hopefully, let's try to rush through this and get back to tree form. Yes, Silsey. See, I told you, Starquake, I hate you. Egg, stop listening to me. I don't like your Starquake. Or actually, listen to me. I don't like your Starquake. Good thing Dad covered Liam, so the run is saved. Nice deflect, Liam. Oh yeah, the RNG in that too. Nice, Liam. Good job. So the RNG with the deflect for Liam, that would be helpful with the tree form, because like I said, if the attack hits, so if it's a deflect, then tree form won't be doing intelligence buff to self. Okay, I'm gonna heal, and then you're full of BP, so I'm gonna use Minstrel now. And yeah, everybody is gonna get tired of listening to the phew phew sound effect from Shooting Star. I'm tired of listening to it. Okay, great adventure. That is true. Sing. We're gonna try 2 more, and then I don't know if you guys wanna stick around with the other stuff. I'm kind of behind with content too. We can do either JP or global, whichever you prefer. In global, I haven't finished the Pandemonium of Melee. I'm at 180 with Wagnas. I try not to use Matriarch and Liam, so I've been using a lot of counter. And then in JP, I haven't attempted Undine and Volcano. I still haven't finished Romancing for Time Lord and Galahad. And I haven't tried the new whatchamacallit, the new Remembrance battle. So there's a new Remembrance battle where apparently it's helpful to have someone that can inflict poison. Yeah. Yeah, the new one with the thief brigade or something. So poison is the gimmick. I don't know why it's poison, because I read some tweets where you're able to clear it without poison. You just gotta muscle through it. Um, that's why in JP there is Starquake. There is a new spiral units. John, for example, to be specific. So John is the spiral unit for Greatsword that has a Starlight heal. So healing for Greatsword is no longer stuck with Final Empress. So John is the character from Romancing Saga 1. And yeah, well, I have all of you here, 7 people. My apologies, by the way, that I haven't been keeping up with the content and or the stream. For the past 2 weeks, it has been really, really hectic for me at work. That after work, I'm just mentally exhausted. Like what I told the chat earlier, I'm sorry I forgot who it was there. Um, the new the new Bune banner, the Dragon Festival. Um, my mind couldn't even comprehend how much wall of text I gotta read. So when I run through the banner earlier, that was actually my first time of running through the banner itself. But yeah, my apologies that I wasn't able to keep up. And actually, today is the first day of my day off from work. I'm gonna be day off even all the way through Thanksgiving. So next for non-US folks, that's beyond this coming Thursday and Friday. So I should be able to do more stream, Romancing Saga related, or what I promised one of the viewers, Gabriel, to do Castlevania. But yeah, that's the short-term plan. And then I will have more vacation time on December on the last 2 weeks. So I should be able to do some more streams there on a daily basis if possible. Yes, Senor Polinas. I try my best to create content to keep up with when they are released. If I cannot do it, I just give up and don't do it and choose to rest, because ultimately I still gotta function properly for my day job, because that's what pays the gacha ultimately. So while doing this battle, let me know if you have any questions at all, for anyone in the chat. um, I'll gladly answer your question. This is the first stream I chilled in, but apology accepted. Thank you, Andy. But yeah, I know there are some who checked on me, like Angelo, and some folks who follow me on Twitter knows that I kept canceling my stream. I felt bad because I was trying to do a stream, and then my day job ended up as really. I'm missing one bullet. I guess I missed it. Oh, I got stunned. That's why. Yeah. My day job ended up being really stressful, because there's such a thing in my job where at the end of the year the client would try to push as much work as they can because they still have some budget. So in turn, it becomes a really stressful project to work on, and I was assigned as with one of those tasks. So yeah, I just gotta bear with it. But now that I'm on day off, that they usually don't bother me because they know that I won't respond. I mean, if it's an emergency and only I can help with an issue, I'll be glad to help them. But a lot of times they try not to call people who are on vacation. Yes, do final aisle Sig. That would be 800 something jewels. I forgot the exact count already. Okay, Liam is ready to attack. Yeah, well 3 is really hard, Sig, because of the lack of characters we have in global. And then, Senor Polinas, just to add with what you said, we also have a viewer here from Japan, Yoruha-san. So I think Yoruha-san followed me because I created content for Octopath Traveler as well. And he was asking whether I would continue playing Octopath Traveler because, yeah, like I said, I stopped some of my content creation and streaming because of work, of my day job. I'm gonna heal just to make sure. Thank you, Dad, for covering Liam. That's a really good thing. And then the good part about this second style Liam, if he is at critical HP, just like what you're seeing right now, he does way more damage. Um, that's a good strategic way of dealing with it. But you know, living on the edge. If he doesn't have the second life anymore, I wouldn't chance it with that. It's a little scary to do so. Yeah, Senor Polinas. I don't know if you see my post on YouTube as well. I have been having really bad luck with the banner. So the whatchamacallit, the Misty banner, I wanted Gustav and Johan. Gustav showed up on third multi. Johan showed up on the 15th multi. So I pitied Misty. In the wrestling banner, I wanted Azami, Emilia, and Urpina. Urpina showed up. Sorry. Emilia showed up early. Azami showed up on 14th multi, and then I pitied Urpina. And then what was the other banner? So the other banner, it's a double one, but I wanted to get characters from both. I ended up doing 11 draws, I think. I got Seki Shusai early, and then Sparrow came out on the 7th multi. And then on the other one, I can only do 4 multis. Kazinsi came out early, and then Queen on the 4th multi, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that was a lot of draws that unfortunately not the best result, but what can I do? It's okay. This is an even turn, so I'm gonna save the heal for next turn. And then, yeah. Seki Shusai is awesome, and I don't mean to rub it in your face, Kyle. Seki Shusai was my key to clearing a lot of the Pandemonium stages without Liam. I did the whatchamacallit? The counter method a lot of times. I couldn't do the counter method with Noel because that fight is so stupid. I'm sorry for using a bad word, but getting strength every time you hit him, and then he does so much AoE, it's just crazy. So I had to do paralyzed route in that one. Okay, I am on water form now, so I got a debuff. Right? Yeah, water form. And then gotta get out of this one as fast as possible. Okay, I'm good for now. Then next turn I'll use a Minstrel Note. So Silsey, in paper, Misty is, to be honest, to be honest, I'm not impressed with Misty's damage. So I sometimes I could be wrong with my assessment where it they would do better damage than I expected, because Misty does heat up and intelligence buffing. So I wanted to make sure that it is fair and what I was saying is true to the point, and I considered the real potential that Misty can do for damage. With right now in global, I can only push her to 42, and so far I am not really impressed by her damage. And I see that from a farming perspective where it's a fast clear, one rounder, or one turn rather, one turn clear. I haven't seen Misty in a 5-turn battle where she would have the maximum heat up. And if anything, Misty would be useful for those 5-turn raid battles, but that's about it. And I don't think a raid battle would be something you would want to invest hard on for pulling for Misty. She is still good for farming in terms of having access to all AoE, so she would be mainly used for AoE farming. Other than that, I don't see much from her, really. Yeah, that is true, Andy. I'm sorry, not 5 turns, but 9 turns, because there's the odd and even turn. Thank you for that correction. Okay, one more debuff. Attack. Attack and Minstrel Note. Okay, we're moving to beast form on odd turn, so crossing my fingers, that's a good thing that he doesn't use Rotten Breath and would just use Scissor Break, and Scissor Break on Dad at that. So if that happens, that would be a really good thing. So crossing my fingers. Good job, Label. Why are you... Okay. As long as Beast Form doesn't use Rotten Breath, I'm not scared of that attack up that Water Lord buff to Egg. Water Form buff to Egg. Well, hold on. This is all heat up. Oh, there's this one. Hey, okay. Float in the light. Lion of Peace. Great Adventure. Another Minstrel Note. Actually, I'm gonna heal Label, just to be safe. Senor Polina, so in this stream, it clocks at 3 hours right now. Good thing I casted the heal on Label, so maybe we can still save this run. No rotten bread, no rotten bread, no rotten bread. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the 3 shooting star. Okay. Float in the light. I don't need heal yet. And a Minstrel Note. Ah! Run's dead. No more healer. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, it's okay. Chelsea, I'll do it the next time. I'm sorry. Alright, you guys wanna cover any oh wait, I gotta cover something and then I think I'm gonna end the stream from there. Um thank you, Andy. I don't know what the whatchamacallit, the press F for respect started. You know, I'm not young. I'm not so young. So I don't know a lot of the modern meme, like the press F for respect. I keep up with memes thanks to Jaden Animation. She's the meme bringer. No pressure, Silsey, right? No pressure. Okay. I'm gonna record this. I'm gonna run through the banners real quick for Ellen, Volcano, Undine, and then the other one for Muse, Charles, and what do you read? I'm sorry. The Dream Demon. I don't know how to read that in kanji. So, okay, I'm gonna record this. All right, time to run through the banner, which is already super late because it's 33 hours when the banner goes away. As part of the Romancing Saga 3 27th anniversary, there's a double banner in JP where it's Ellen, Undine, and Volcano. And then the other side is Charles, Muse, and the Dream Demon. So, just to be clear, even though the sprite looks the same, the Dream Demon doesn't roll up to Asura, the one we have. So, I don't know what the game has in mind with that. But Asura has its own SS style in the past as a romancing fest with MA at Martial Arts Ellen and Sumire. You know the girl in the dojo? So Sumire, Ellen, and then Asura. That's the banner for that one. But yeah, just to take note, Dream Demon doesn't roll up to Asura. Okay, let's go to Ellen banner. So Ellen goes back to being an axe style. Excuse me. So the first one is Heal Axe. Heal Axe is single target. Excuse me. 4 to 3 BP, slash and blunt, and then self-heal small effect. And then there's Yo-Yo Plus. So Yo-Yo Plus is, it's a single target random 2 hits, 7 to 5 BP. And then every time she does an attack, she gains a strength buff to herself for small effect. And then Saturn Blade, I think. Saturn Blade. So Saturn Blade is column attack. It can be used 5 times per battle. So, by the way, the way they changed it since the Halloween banner, rather than relying on LP to limit the usage of a skill, they would limit it on a per battle basis, just like what you see for Saturn Blade for Ellen. So this one, it's a column attack that can be used 5 times per battle. And then she buffs herself with BP plus extra BP plus 1 at turn end. And then that BP plus 1, that would last the entire battle. The one thing I don't know, because this can be used 5 times, on whether she can get BP plus 5 after using all of this after using Saturn Blade 5 times. So Jur is not here anymore to confirm. First ability, so turn starts moral up medium effect for 1 turn, and then strength buff medium effect. The second one, when doing a weak point attack, damage up extreme effect, and then battle starts BP plus 2. So she can use Saturn Blade at the start of the battle. And then this is something new. I don't know if you guys have been following my stream or videos. So this is one of those where you equip a weapon, it would say increase the damage extra large effect, so that's 20%. And then if you're taking a damage that's supposed to be a resist, you mitigate that with extreme effect. And then there's also an additional effect where if you're taking a damage that's considered a resist, you would be dodging that attack for large chance, so that's 37%. And that's all the time, no condition. Because, Ellen is an axe style, so. And it's Anya who would start this with the short sword. Same thing, extra large effect when equipped with short sword. When taking resist damage, you mitigate the damage extreme effect, and then you dodge 37% chance. That's a really good skill to have. Ability, rather. And skill animation. Heal Axe. Yo-Yo Plus. Oh, it kind of looks like UDX Darius's attack, the skill number 3, but 2 hits. And then Saturn Blade. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. As much as I want to get you, Ellen, I have 50 jewels right now. Okay, Undine. So Undine has Cure Water. Cure Water is single target healing effect, small effect for BP 2 to 1. And then next one is Ocean Veil. Ocean Veil is single target damage, cold. And then everyone gets a defense boost, small effect for 2 turns. And then last one is Tempest Veil. So Tempest Veil is a fast AoE, cold and thunder. And then after that gives defense boost, medium effect, and guard up, small effect for everyone for 2 turns. So it's either you're low on BP, you just need the defense boost with Ocean Veil, and then Tempest Veil would have the bigger defense boost. And just to repeat, defense boost and attack boost would stack with one another. So earlier we covered the dragon banner, the dragon Matsuri. So there's a lot of attack boost and defense boost in there. So all of those would stack with one another if they recast it. Okay, ability. Element Heal 2. Endurance, Agility, and Intelligence. So turn ends, heals self HP, extra small effect. At battle start, on odd turn, she would get BP recovery, BP plus 2 at battle start. Yeah, that's battle start, so it's a different statement. The first statement is the first line right here. It's turn ends. The second one is at battle start. If the battle started with an odd turn, she would get BP plus 2 for that start of battle. For the battle start for an even turn, she would get an endurance, agility, and intelligence buff. So this would be applicable for those 10 rounder stages, kind of like Zweig. And then there's also the story stages where it's battle start at that turn. So that's why it's odd and even turn. And then there's the second one where it says boost everyone's cold damage by medium effect, so that's 10%. And then she has Tepeki no Mamori, so that's Iron Wall 6. It's maximum effect, I think. No, extreme effect. Extreme effect is 40% from what I remember. Okay, Undine. Pure Water. So it's a single target and then she heals herself, not a party member. Sorry about that. And then Ocean Veil. Okay, and then Tempest Veil. That's pretty cool. I love the sprite for this Undine. I would pull for the sprite alone, but I don't have jewels. It's okay. I'm gonna skip this banner. Okay, Volcano, the very first limited SS. First one is Trio Flame. So Trio Flame is single target and then gives everyone intelligence buff. So the intelligence buff side is medium chance, so 25%, and then small effect. Yes. And then Bard Song. So we heard of Bard Song when we did the raid for Aunas. So Bard Song is AoE, heat element, and then when the attack hits, there's it oh, it debuffs intelligence large effect to all, and then when the attack hits, there is a chance to inflict stun for small chance. It doesn't say whether. Oh, it says so. There is a chance to debuff intelligence for large effect, and then everybody else in the party except Volcano, who is asleep, would get cleared out of sleep. Well, you know, Bard Song. That's why. Oh no, not Bard Song, Bird Song. Sorry about that, Bird Song. And then the last one is the same as, who is that? Not Sapphire. Onyx. So Onyx Kilonova. So AoE heat damage. First ability, doing heat element damage boost for extreme effect. So that's 30%. Yeah, I think 30 if not 40%. And then when doing weak point attack, damage up, extra large effect, and then when resisting damage, when resisting attacks, mitigate the damage, extra large effect as well. And then battle great tension. So great tension is tension 6, so that's 30%. Because right now we have the high tension, you know, protect high tension and over high tension. So that's tension 5, that's 20% attack. The next level to that is great tension, which is this one, tension 6. Okay, skill animation. Trio flame. Okay. Bird song. Okay. And then you all know Kilonova. Okay. And last one is okay, so we run through the banner then for this one. Yay. Okay. Next side of the banner. And this is the one I focused on, so I was able to complete them, thankfully, with whatever jewels were given to us. So we have Muse. So Muse is well, she is dubbed as the new matriarch, but I haven't really used Muse in a battle. I could have used Muse in egg battle actually. I'm sorry about that. So Muse, the art is awesome, by the way. The first is Aqua Art. I don't know how to pronounce this because it's aqua and then to. That's a TO sound. So Aqua Art. Sorry. It's a single target, cold damage, and then when the attack hits, there's a chance to debuff willpower, small effect. And then this is the one that makes her be like matriarch. So it's a support AoE. It gives strength, intelligence, willpower, and love to everyone for medium effect. So the difference with this and matriarch is this one is medium effect, matriarch is small effect for Paean of Peace. But the problem is you're buffing intelligence, so that would trigger Egg's threshold for agility and intelligence, I think. So okay, cannot use them. And then this one is Flow Fleer. So it's AoE cold and can be used twice in a battle. It's an AoE HP recovery to everyone. It doesn't say whether it's a healing skill, so I'm not sure whether this can revive dead party member. Yeah, Peace is the safer option, Senor Polinas, because there's no agility or intelligence buff in that Paean of Peace. Okay, and then the ability. So at turn start, a medium chance to give everyone BP +1 and also give everyone a defense boost, large effect for 1 turn. Second ability is a turn ends gain BP +1, and then self-heal HP extra small effect. And then the third ability is protect healing. So when taking damage, mitigate damage extra large effect, and then on turn ends, another HP heal extra small effect. So she has 2 HP healing from ability 2 and 3. Okay, let's check out the skills. Okay. And then Flow Fleer. This one is so awesome. It's like frozen flowers. Okay, so that's Muse. The reason why she was dubbed as Matriarch is because of second skill number 2. But again, in a battle like Egg, you don't want as much intelligence buffing. That's actually spammed too. And then Charles, the first Romancing Fest style. So, sorry, hold on. Okay, first one, single target, pierce and heat. When the attack hits, inflict guard down, medium effect for 2 turns. And then burning descent. So burning descent, it's an AoE D damage for 12 to 9 BP, heat and pierce element. When the attack hits, there's a chance to debuff endurance, large effect. And then after that, he would trigger eruption. So eruption is an AoE, heat and pierce, just a C damage. And then it would use the same rank as burning descent. And then last one, round slicer. It's a single target SSSS damage, 12 BP, 15 to 12 BP. Ability, battle starts BP +2. When doing weak damage, recover BP +2 to self. And then the second one, when equipped with spear, increase damage, large effect, so 15%. When battle starts and the turn count is multiples of 3, so 3, 6, 9, and so on, and doing a single target attack, he would follow up with round slicer. So every 3 turns, when Charles is doing a single target attack, he would follow up with round slicer. That's what this means. And then last ability we covered earlier, but for spear. So extra large effect damage up. When taking resist damage, mitigate damage extreme effect. When taking resist damage, 37% chance to dodge. So that's Charles. This is Burning Descent looks cool. See? Charles looks cool with Burning Descent with Eruption. And Round Slicer. Yep, it's like doppelgangers, but better animation, right, Kyle? Walmart Dante. Nice one, Andy. Alright, last one is the Dream Demon. And I'm sorry if his name is different in the English version of Romancing Saga 3. I haven't played it yet. So, first... Sorry, not this one. First skill is Hypno Mist. So Hypno Mist is AoE damage and then small chance to inflict sleep for 4 turns. And then punishing... This is Punishing Fist? Yeah, Punishing Fist, not Punishing Palm. So Punishing Fist plus, so it's B damage now from C damage. And then 8 to 6 BP. And then last one is AoE Blunt, 15 to 12 BP. Would inflict a willpower damage. Willpower debuff first, large effect. And then after that, do an AoE attack. So the AoE attack, when the attack hits, it would inflict sleep, large effect for 4 turn. So that's why there's the willpower debuff. And then ability, I mean, Dream Devil isn't Dream Devil just because, right? he has to inflict a lot of sleep. So, okay, first skill ability rather. When the attack hits, inflict willpower debuff, small effect. There is no chance to it. And then recover BP plus 1 to self. The second one, when attack hits, there's a chance to inflict sleep. Um, Large chance for 4 turns. And then the second line is when attack hits, gain BP plus 2. It's a large chance as well, so it's 37% plus 2 BP. The last ability is increased damage, extra large effect, 20%, and then battle starts BP plus 2, so PC power charge 2. Yeah, super niche for Dream Devil. We haven't had a Remembrance battle yet that needed sleep from what I remember, but maybe in the future they're gonna start doing sleep for Remembrance battle. But yeah, that's the banner. Like I said, I focused on this one because I really wanted to get Muse. Um, I'm thankful that I completed this banner in 5 multis, I think, with whatever jewels we were given. As much as I want to get the characters on this banner, if anything, I would want to get Undine. But yeah, uh, I already used the spiral jewels from today's reset on the dragon banner, and I didn't got anybody. But yeah, that's the translation of this banner. Hope that helps. Maybe plan for a future banner or whatever. And yeah, thank you so much for listening. Okay, uh, before we end the stream, I wanna, since we have new viewers, Andy and Senor Polinas. I know Sig, you already know this. Kyle, you already know this. So for Remembrance Battle, other than Deathmaster, there is Domafa and Wyvern. Um, Domafa and Wyvern are documented on Reddit on the thread I created. So just check it out so you can learn more. Basically, for Wyvern, he would always attack first because he would keep buffing himself with with action order buff up. The problem is he would keep using mitigate at the start of the turn, and there's only, I think, on counter 0 where there's an opening and your only chance to do real damage to Wyvern is to go on overdrive. So it's actually every 6 turns, I think. So every 3 turns, you would just be doing regular damage, mitigated ones at that. So that's the annoying part of it. And the dangerous part of this is there is attack boost that Wyvern keeps on buffing to himself as the battle progresses, I think every 3 turns. So the longer the battle, the harder Wyvern attacks. And you can agility dodge this, but you won't be able to dodge certain attacks. So I think I went for agility dodge for staff because I was able, well, I paid. I was able to get whatchamacallit, sword style white rose. Sword style white rose has pompoko. Pompoko is the doom in English. So that's the same skill that you learn when you absorb an enemy in Saga Frontier 1. Basically, that one has agility buffing, and I went for a rapid stream on this one, and I just kept on using Pompoko on this. And I also used the filler White Rose on this because she has a 25% chance, I think. Yeah, 25% chance to gain BP plus 3 and then all attributes buff to self. So yeah, this was my lineup, and then I was using Beachside Narwhal's Daughter on this. So Beachside Narwhal's Daughter is a lot of healing. Skill number 1 and skill number 3, Aqua Balloon. It's a small chance to heal the party with medium effect of healing. So that's around 1000-ish HP. Next one is Dream Fountain. So Dream Fountain is a column attack, cold and shadow, and then heals everyone on a medium chance with medium effect. No, not Aqua Balut. Aqua Balloon. Sorry. I know I'm Filipino, so I should know Balut. But yeah, Aqua Balloon. This one. All right. So that's Wyvern. Domafa. So Domafa, you need to do Confuse or Charm. Every 4 turns, they would let down their resistance, and then that's your chance to inflict Confuse and Charm, or Charm rather, and then they would cleanse that after the turn, I think, and then get whatchamacallit, get resistance back to the element. Yes, Andy, that is true. So if my accent kind of slip whenever I speak, I apologize on that, and also, yeah, that's where it's coming from. Okay, so Domafa, you gotta do Confuse and Charm, or Charm, because on that countdown, if you don't do Confuse or Charm, there's a really high chance where the ads and Domafa would be able to paralyze you or insta kill you. And I had a really epic battle documented on Reddit as well. I used Axe. I don't have Confuse or Charm, and my MVP there was, ta-da, Strum Ikonen. And our global version is better because skill number 2 has healing. JP doesn't have that. So I was just praying, keep attacking Strum Ikonen, and then I kept praying for Tyler too for the heal link to target Strum Ikonen. That was my Hail Mary for that battle. I don't have my own Discord, Andy. I think it's too much for me to manage at this time. So I rely on the SaGa Wiki Discord, the one that Reddit uses, to share my stuff with. And I'm very active on Twitter, which I'm a little sad because of how stuff is unfolding on Twitter. So if I lose Twitter, it's gonna be a lot for me, because that's where I connect with a lot of the JP folks who follow me. Because of Romancing Saga or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, that's Domafa. And then Wyvern we already covered. I haven't tried this yet. So that's your answer, Kyle. Where's my 200 bandit points? I haven't tried this yet. And I know I gotta do my stuff because it's already almost end of month. It's gonna reset. But yeah, those are the stuff in. Oh, one more thing. I know Andy and Senor Polinas, you haven't heard this. Sig and Kyle, and I see 7 people watching, so probably Tepwin and Angelo are in the stream as well, and Silsi have heard this already. So in JP there is so we are at bronze right now, right? So there's ancient, there's black iron, there's metal, and then we're gonna have jade, lapis lazuli, and then I don't know what the yellow is. So basically, once we start with lapis lazuli, we're gonna have the critical, being able to do critical even though that character doesn't do critical to enemies. So yeah, probably Topaz, Andy. Thank you so much for that. So these right here. So for lapis lazuli, you would have options for this one. So this one is human, male, female, giant. Second one is mecha and stone. Third one is beast and human beast. Third is dragon, and I still don't know what this is. Fourth one is plant and bug, and then the last one is specialty. So this is what I mentioned when I did my review with Romancing Fest Dark. So Romancing Fest Dark right now is very reliant on Bloody Harvest, where if you do Bloody Harvest and your target is human, that's where he can benefit from his lethal high tension. So now if you equip Dark with a correct weapon, so from these options, Dark would be able to inflict crit and he would be able to do really good damage with the lethal high tension. And that's the same thing with Ilden. So Ilden, they kind of changed Ilden in whatchamacallit, in global, so that you don't really have to rely on crit all the time. And later on, roughly 3 months from now, if they follow the schedule, Chinese New Year, well, no, not 3 months from now, 2 months from now, New Year Ilden is a row specialist as well, and would be a high lethal tension character. So he would be able to benefit from this. And the other one would be Metal Black. So Metal Black is also a lot of the critical, has lethal high tension as well. So like this one, Metal Alkaiser. Let me show you. Where are you? Yeah, Metal Alkaiser. So Metal Alkaiser has protect high tension, so we all know that. The second one is all of his attacks would do a critical to human and mecha, and then when doing a critical damage is extra large effect. So this one is a different number, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and anybody can correct me on this. So because it's critical damage and extra large effect, it's not 20%, but rather 30%, I think. And then there's also detox high tension. Well, that's damage. Not this one. There was, well, I don't have the SaGa Soul one. The SaGa Soul one, I think, has a lot of critical boosting stuff. So that's where Metal Black, Ilden, and all the other critical folks would make a comeback once we have the Lapis Lazuli weapon. And then yeah, the Topaz weapon, or this yellow weapon, there's different option for crit as well. So this is aquatics, fish, I don't know what this is, and then this is frog, Kael. And then the next one is undead, bones, and demon. The next one is spirits, so fire, water, wind, and earth spirit. The next one is bird, and I don't know what this is. Excuse me, I don't know what this is. And then this one, the specialty. So using Romancing Fest Dark as an example again. So when he uses Bloody Harvest, he can do critical to human targets. So because he already does critical to them with Bloody Harvest, if he is equipped with this option for the weapon, it would further enhance the critical, the calculation for critical damage further. So basically, whatever that character already does critical, it would just further enhance the damage. But say you're using this option for Liam, who can't do critical to any of the enemies, so this won't have any effect to Liam. If you want to benefit critical effect for Liam, for example, somebody who naturally doesn't have critical, you would have to have one of these options, and then you can have this as an additional one, so they would stack in effect with one another, this one and whatever options you want from these. So just to take note of that. You can take advantage of that for bosses. However, the problem there is some of the bosses don't have any classification with them. You would think you would want egg, for example, but egg doesn't have any classification. This one right here, sorry, my screen is cut off, but it's on top, on the upper right when you view an enemy. That's where the classification can be found. So egg doesn't have it. I think Metal Alkaiser is mecha. This battle, let me see. Yeah, it's mecha. So you can use the mecha option. Diva doesn't have an option from what I remember. Oh, Diva is what's this? A mystic, Yoma, or a spirit, whatever. But we don't have the Yoma option yet. Matcha and Marigan. So Matcha is female and floating, and then Marigan is male, so you can use those options. And then lastly, Ragna. So Ragna doesn't have option, doesn't have classification. Yeah, no classification. Galahad should be male and human. Yeah, male and human. Time Lord should be Yoma, I think. No, not Yoma. Oh yeah, Yoma and male. So you can use the male option. Um, Undine and Volcano. Yeah, I haven't cleared this yet. I just cleared it for the jewels. So Undine and Volcano is... Undine is human and female. Volcano is human and male. So you can use those weapons. But yeah, that's where JP is at right now. Let me see what I missed. Yes, the weapon, well, so SIG, in JP, when they started dropping the Lapis Lazuli weapon, they would have an event for main story where I don't have the item anymore, but they would drop like treasure boxes, and then it would give you materials for the other weapons as well, like ancient, bronze, and so on. So you can focus on whatchamacallit, you can focus on grinding for lapis lazuli, and then you can get um, weapons, crafting materials for the other weapon types as well. And it gives aurum as well. That's why I have so much aurum with me. Usually I'm at rock bottom for aurum in JP. And then I think we already had that in global, but again, with the main quest event, if they're gonna hold something like that, for example, let me show you. We don't have one active right now in JP, but for example, for this stage, it only drops staff and claw, martial arts claw. So if there is a main quest event, the other crafting materials would drop as well. So that's a good thing. It's either the treasure box or the other crafting materials, or both. I remember when we had chapter 7, I think, if not chapter 8. I'm not showing the banner because it might contain spoiler, but I remember when we did chapter 7, the weapon drop, all the other materials drop, and then treasure box drop as well. So that's really, really helpful, especially with how much farming you gotta do. You know, Kyle, I don't know the answer because who knows? Maybe tomorrow or the next story, when chapter 4 comes out in global, we might have that. I don't know. I know. So in JP2, if you receive so much items, it just pops in one screen. Let me show you. So I'll do a 50 run for the get diggin from whatchamacallit, from Nora, and then I'll show you how much shows up. Well, I can do 22 only. That's fine. Oh, that one too. Say they changed that. Okay, so this one is supposedly like a 22 times run of this 22 times run of this. So look, usually in global it would be like ding, 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 ding. This one is one pop, everything is in here. See, so much items. Hey Holiest, how are you? Thank you for joining. I'm sorry, Holiest. I failed doing an egg run in this. Everybody was at the edge of their seats with the battle, and then I just had bad luck with Tree Form, and Tree Form buffed a lot of intelligence. So when Flame Form showed up, I also got bad RNG, where he used Meteor Swarm, so everybody got paralyzed. And then bad RNG again because I didn't trick the passive from Music Fest Minstrel didn't trigger, so I died in that at that point. But I run through the battle with the chat, so I'll put the timestamp on the comments after I end the stream, so that everybody has an easy access to what we discussed with the battles. We also covered briefly the SaGa Frontier 2 Lords, where whatchamacallit, I think you would need intelligence debuff for a lot of the battles, because of the ailments, and then you would need buff cleanser for Tone Lord and Tree Lord, those two. And then I suggested S style final defense system because of the buff cleanse where it doesn't need to hit the enemy. Beast Lord, for example, buffs strength and agility every turn. So it's kind of like Golden Bomb attack and global, where if you don't manage it properly, that you basically can't hit Golden Bomb anymore, and that's game over. But yeah, I'll put the timestamp in the comment so that that would be an easier way to browse through the video. And while I have 9 people watching, I want to give another shout out to Sato-san. Ultima Patria is his Twitter handle for the awesome Romancing Saga Minstrel song Hawk artwork that we have on display. When you have the chance, please visit his Twitter page. He does a lot of artwork, mostly Saga Frontier 1, but he also has other artwork like Saga Frontier 2 with Gustav and I forgot the bow guy. The platinum bow guy. Roberto. Yeah, Roberto and Gustav. And then yeah, random artwork. I also gonna put in the comments the artwork that Sukuma-san and Lupinus-san, the other 2 artists that allowed me to use their artwork for the awesome Bune, the latest Bune we have for JP. They made a fan art of it. So this is the reference just for everyone's knowledge. Yeah, this one. And then Holiest, I run through the banner. I translated the skills with also help from Mr. Sun earlier and Jer, especially with Dora. So I'll upload it as a separate video, and then I'll put the timestamp in the comment as well. But yeah, this concludes the stream for tonight. My stream clocked at 3:45. I'm gonna plan to stream again, if not tomorrow, on Monday. I know tomorrow is gonna be a big day for global with the egg battle. So for everyone who's gonna attempt that, I wish you all the best. You saw how intense the battle is, and in summary, you would need a tank, which is most likely Masdad. You would need a DPS, which is most likely Liam. You need an intelligence debuffer. Right now, I think Queen would be the most viable, and then you would need a buffer, which is going to be Matriarch with Paean of Peace. You won't trigger the buff break if you do Paean of Peace, and Masdad would buff himself every turn. That hasn't happened, and everybody saw it in that run with the full form egg earlier. And the buff cleanse for egg, the threshold for that is agility and we don't know the threshold when the debuff cleanse would happen for egg. What we can attest for is if you do 2 turns straight of doing medium effect of intelligence debuff, so that's a total of 35% effect, the debuff cleanse doesn't happen. And then we also learned today that buff break from egg would happen because of threshold from agility and intelligence buff. That's why in my previous run, when I brought Matcha, because Matcha buffs the party with intelligence at a chance, that triggers the threshold. So gotta be careful on that one. But yeah, good luck with everyone. I'm gonna continue with whatchamacallit, with Pandemonium video creation. Silsey, so you don't have to, for everyone too, you don't have to rush the egg battle, even though it says it's limited. So that's how it was in JP as well. So it was limited, everybody tried to rush it, and then it went away, and then it came back as a permanent event, as what you saw right now. If I go to the attacks, it would be there, and there's no time limit to it. So don't be triggered with the time limit on that. See, all the window for egg and the Saga Frontier 2 lore doesn't have a time limit to it. All right, any final request or question before I end the stream? That is true, Andy. And yes, I'm Andy. Sorry, just to answer your question too. I was born and raised in Philippines. But I don't look like Filipino because I am of Chinese blood. So nobody's in. So currently, I reside outside of Philippines in the U.S. Nobody would suspect that I can speak Tagalog. So I can spy on them if they talk poorly about me. Yes, it's a hidden ability. And thank you, Andy. Appreciate you being here. I know I recognize your name from Sure Stream. So thank you. Silsey, Andy, Kyle, Jer, Mr. Sun, Fifole earlier, uh, Senor Polinas, Holiest, Tepwen, I know you're there. Angelo, you're probably in there too. That thank you so much for staying in the stream. We also had Japanese guests earlier, Yoruha-san and Natsu-san. Arigato gozaimasu. Gochizo itadaki. Arigato gozaimasu. Um, and then hopefully I would be able to continue streaming and being able to create content this week because it's my day off. If you have any requests, just comment it on me. Arigato gozaimasu, Natsu-san. Mata yoroshiku onegai shimasu. If you have any requests, just comment it on the stream or wherever, however. You can DM me on Twitter, on Discord. So, yeah. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. And always appreciate all of you here. And see you all in the next stream or in the next video. This is Arado signing off. Have a good rest of your day and evening, everyone.